Hello everyone! I wanted to start just a couple minutes early to make sure people had time to get here, get ready, get synced up. Shut up, me. Yay, I'm glad I'm on. I'm glad I'm not on, the desktop audio isn't on. Hi, how's everyone doing? Are you ready for some Babylon 5? I know, like, there's a lot of people who are waiting. Do you guys like having the timers? I like having the timers count us in, so I like having that. We're not going to start anything until the top of the hour. I think I have a way to kind of help us keep synced up. I think there's a way to do it. So, I am not... DLS Master says, yes! Hair looks good. Thank you. Yeah, I did get it touched up yesterday. It was not too bad, but you know, sometimes the roots come in, but hello, men, a few words. Hello, MK Ultra. Learning through insanity. Good. I was watching Babylon 5. Awesome. Hello, Zugi. Well, thank you guys so much. So one thing I did not monetize this stream. And there are reasons why I did not monetize this stream, because this is like a fun hangout sort of stream. I don't get ad revenue on my videos anyway. Like it is a pittance compared to anything else. So that is the first reason. I don't want to get any of the bots coming after us for anything. So if it's not monetized, even, you know, if they do throw a copyright claim up, it's not going to be the end of the world, because we're not going to monetize this anyway. So, let me some Bab 5. Awesome. Babylon 5. You're on Season 3, Episode 6. Well, right now, we're starting here. We're starting on the movie collection. I looked at the definitive watch list, and it says The Gathering. So, we're starting on The Gathering. I've got that all queued up on my DVD player, ready to go. I got a cute little external DVD player for like 12 bucks off of Amazon. Yay, I made it on time. Awesome. Yeah, and we're not going to start until the top of the hour anyway. Hi from Uruguay. Wow, we've got a lot of people from like the other side of the world. I'm gonna bring you guys over here so I can see you. There we go. Now I can see you on my main monitor. I've got Babylon 5 over here. I got you guys here. I've got my display. I don't know if I need it. I don't know, because if I keep looking at like how we're doing over there, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it on my main monitor, or half of it on my main monitor under the chat here so I can see you guys. Gamepad says, just dropped in, currently uploading some footage of me playing TF2. Oh, that's cool. The Gathering is before Sheridan, right? Yes. Well, the whole first season is before Sheridan. So hopefully you guys have seen Babylon 5 all the way through as well. I am rewatching it for probably the 4th or 5th time, so there's not going to be any surprises for me. This is, for people who aren't familiar with watch parties and stuff, they're kind of like doing live commentary where you guys can chime in with trivia, facts, impressions. If you guys really love something that's happening in the show, if you really hate something that's happening in the show, we can kind of react to it live. It's kind of like, I know Seraph watches a lot of anime reactions, so he did help out with a little bit of this, and I got something in store for you guys, so. Mix up The Gathering and the beginning. Yeah, well, the beginning is the one that's like, yeah, well, the Gathering is like really where you want to start. I don't think you start at the beginning, right? Babylon 5, the reason why I'm married. That is the perfect thing to have in common with a spouse. I don't think I could date somebody who didn't like Babylon 5. So, who are you? What do you want? No, I've never seen Babylon 5. So you will have no idea if I say something like I am the hand. You won't have any idea what that means. 4th time this year learning through insanity says, oh, it's such a good show. It is such a good show. But yeah, so The Gathering seems like a good place. I could switch it out for the beginning as well, but I think The Gathering is the perfect place. I have a Vorlon Cruiser in SL. Which one? What's SL? The Vorlon Cruisers are nice. I love the shadow ships, though. That's why we use the shadow picture. The beginning reveals some things before they're supposed to be revealed. Yeah, so yeah, we won't do the beginning until it aired theatrically. One of the things we might do is just do key episodes, but we'll see how popular these are. If we could like crank out a disc a Sunday, maybe, or maybe add some more. I mean, this might be a thing, because I know like with sports ball stuff coming up, isn't that like a Sunday thing? So there's people who don't want to watch sports ball all day sometimes. Hopefully we like this. Drink when you see Garibaldi. I have Diet Coke. I have Diet Coke. Second Life. Yes, watch along on Amazon Prime, too. If you guys don't have the discs, Amazon Prime does have Babylon 5. Thank you so much, Sarah, for putting that. Yeah, Clark coming to president and going all dictator. Thing is, he's supposed to lead humanity, not be an asshole. Yeah, you're supposed to get slight spoilers to see what's coming. Yes, and hello, Brad Noble. Hello, everybody. Oh, so I think we're ready. Here we go. So this is gonna be our countdown timer. Also, it is a little fuzzy on purpose. It is a watermark. It is fuzzy on purpose. But you guys ready? Are you guys ready for me to hit the play button? I think we're ready to hit the play button. You refuse to go prime. we have 35 people here. I thought 5 people would show up. We have 35 people here. Plus, you can buy it on Amazon, folks. Yeah, absolutely. I am not sponsored in any way by Babylon 5. I absolutely love the show. I will do anything to show it the love and respect it deserves. And so yeah, we're not monetizing this video. We're not making any money off of this unless you guys want to do like super chats and stuff. But even, dude, I didn't mean to like say. Greg Miller, $5 super chat. Isn't Babylon 5 really a study in Jerry Doyle's hair loss? Yes, it kind of is. It kind of is. Let's get our Vorlon on. God, I wish I still had pictures of my old car. I had a black Mitsubishi Spider with a license plate that said Zaha Doom on it. So I'm a bit of a Babylon 5 fan. You definitely tell her the show is depending on how much hair he has. Yeah, or you can tell by the outfits. Like if they have like the blue or the black sort of uniforms. Or God, it's been like 4 years since I watched this. I'm probably gonna get Amazon Prime so I can get free Twitch subscriptions. That is a perfect thing to do for sure. All right, I have my fan on, so I'm going to be moisturizing my lips quite a lot here. So yeah, while I'm talking, I'm gonna try not to talk too much over it too. Is there a more sci-fi sounding title than Babylon 5? Poll. I don't think there is. Babylon 5 is very sci-fi. So yeah, I probably won't be able to respond to every single comment, you guys, but I will be talking over this. Here we go. We ready? 3, 2, 1. Get synced up and hit your play button. Are you guys all ready? Hopefully you guys are all ready. Can you say hello to my nephew? Hello, nephew. Hello, nephew Nick. Babylon 2095. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and play. We're going. How's this look? TNT presents a special Babylon 5 thingy. Oh, I love it. It's very 2001 sounding. It's very 2001-y. Oh, they put the titles at the top. Don't put the subtitles at the top. There we go. That's better. We just started Bird of Prey. Oh man. It's bothering me because some of the subtitles are going on the top, but man, this is world building right here. There's no better way to start off something than Londo. Our last best hope for peace. Yep. Love the Ranger stuff. Me too. Move Babylon 5 to the right so the chat block in full screen. Move it to the right a little. Well, once the credits are done, it'll fix itself. I obviously can't show the whole thing for, but we can at least read along. Don't look right, it's squished. It's not squished. I don't think it's squished. You gotta watch me geek out, I know. It's putting the subtitles up top sometimes when we have the credits on the bottom. Go, move it to the right. Okay, move it to the right because the chat comes up. Well, we could put it like here. So you're saying like when you watch on mobile that your chat's on the left? Okay. Is this better just like under me? It's slanted also to avoid bots. So I'm guessing this would be the Earth Minbari War. This is just everybody gathering on the station. This is the first episode. Sort of. Perfect placement, awesome. Super letterbox format. This is just whatever format that is. Well, we can't play the whole thing, obviously. You're supposed to watch along, but this is just to sync up. Yeah, this is just so you guys can sync up. I don't want to, like, actually broadcast the whole thing. Initially, I was just going to put the little timestamp on there. I know nothing of Babylon 5 is a future setting or a totally different universe. It is a couple hundred years in the future. The Earth, this is when Earth goes off into space. This takes place after a great Minbari war where the Minbari almost wiped out humanity. And now this is like everybody kind of a lot of different races on a space station that's kind of supposed to be diplomatic, sort of neutral territory, but part of Earth Force ish. Yeah. This box would die if I tried to watch the video and have the browser up. I'm so sorry. So you guys are my thought was you guys would watch the stream on a phone and then the thing on like on Babylon 5 on a TV along with me. So we're introducing our telepath character. Garibaldi! Did they really call the office of the president of the Earth the Oval Office? I think they did. Drink. Yes. It's Diet Coke, but yeah, we got Garibaldi. Bester is nothing like Chekhov. No, Bester is nothing like Chekhov. Once we see Bester, no. The Minbari shot first. Actually, that's not true. The Minbari were just there with their gun ports open. They were there with their ports open as a sign of respect. The humans shot first, thinking that they were going to get fired on. Because humans suck. Sinclair was so cool. He was so wise and calm. I loved Sinclair. I mean, Sheridan's great, but Sinclair was good too. I know, spoilers. We're rewatching. Humans suck. There will be spoilers probably because we've all seen it. MD just subscribed. Thank you for being a brand new subscriber. Babylon 1 is still my favorite. I like Babylon 4. We got Zathras. Because approaching an alien species you have no relations with, having your gun ports open is really a good idea. Yeah, they should have known better. They really should have known better. I love command and control. Should rename my office that. Oh, I forgot about this pre-Ivanova chick. Takashima. I totally forgot about Takashima. This actress was in Karate Kid Part 2. And Eureka, I think. I'm gonna do a Farscape party. Maybe. Maybe sometime. This is the same actress. That's why she's gone totally forgettable. She's not the greatest actress, to be honest. That line would have come out of Ivanova so much better. Man, this is why I loved Ivanova. That fruit basket line. Ivanova had the balls to say it. This girl, not so much. Not so much. Do we get to meet Kosh? Oh, we get to meet Kosh. Ivanova was great. Hello, Pen Farm Girl. And hello, Captain April. She's a good actress, but not as hard-nosed military. Yeah, she's not the right actress for the role of, basically Ivanova. Maybe because I'm so used to Ivanova that she's kind of forgettable here. I liked her in Karate Kid, too. No one knows what happened to Babylon 4. And that's why it's my favorite. No. We know what happened. I know we know what happened. Mr. Morton isn't here yet. Oh, I love Morton. We learned the fate of B4 in the comics. Well, they did tell us later. Just skip to Bruce Boxleitner. Sinclair was so good, though. Come on, Sinclair's reveal. Stuff happens with Sinclair. Oh, this doctor. I forgot about this doctor, too. See, I love Sinclair. He was a person. Oh, these ship CG shots. Oh my god. I was happy that they got rid of Sinclair, actually. Well, I think Sinclair probably should have been just like a 1 or 2 episode character. Instead of maybe having the whole season. But I really liked him. I really liked his character arc. I really liked his sort of backstory and history and future story. And But yeah. There's a hole in your mind. This is what makes Babylon 5 so amazing. What lines can we quote from Discovery? Oh, look, there's an alien. Oh, there's a little alien. I totally forgot that alien. On their little shuttle. So, one of the things I wanted to point out, Babylon 5 versus Discovery, is that the makeup on Babylon 5 for like the first, for the pilot episode for Ambassador Delenn was awful. Way too much. I am so glad they stripped off like half of that. She's got like a weird chin thing going. She's got way too much on her jawline. She's got way too much here. She's not attractive in this makeup. I love what they did later. Even before the cocoon. The hole in my DVD collection. Hello, Michael Dunn! Oh, man. See, I love Delenn. She was always curious about humans. Superfans are great, though. They're such a great race. SCD quote. Judging by your favorite screenshot, I say hello horrible tits. Well, her name is Scaly McFugly Tits on the STD screenshot. I haven't seen this since it aired. It is good. My favorite is Jakar learning through insanity. Jakar is great too. Yeah, I forgot. I can talk over this because you guys are just reading. So if I get super quiet, we don't have the audio captured, so. Because copyright. I don't want to, like, say I own the copyright, but. It's like Linear. Oh, Linear is so good, too. There's not a bad character in this show. The ambassadors and the assistants are amazing. There's just nothing bad about this show. In the beginning, they planned Delenn as a male, even though it was the actress we know. Well, that works. And yeah, this is the point of the watch parties. Like, we can drop trivia. There's some trivia that, like, I know that you guys don't. And there's a lot of trivia that you guys know that I don't as well. Why is that little kid standing behind you? There shouldn't be a little kid standing behind me. Oh, the jump gates. See, that. Oh. I do like the Vorlon ships. The ship in Farscape just looks like a backwards Vorlon ship. I think that's kind of one of my issues with Farscape. Hello, Eric. We are watching some Babylon 5 today. This is what is up. Welcome. If a child standing behind Ted Danson. Huh. There's a ghost in 3 Men and a Baby. Oh, yeah, that's right. Saw the late Richard Biggs in an episode of CSI. Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's not cool he's gone, but it's cool he got a lot of other work, too. Yeah, I don't see that with Farscape. Oh, you don't see the backwards kind of Vorlon shit? Maybe it reminds me of that. I don't know. Kosh was played by the janitor. The huge rifles in the pilot were ugly, and I'm glad they changed them. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the pilot that I'm glad they changed. Like the lens makeup, for sure. Even Jakar's makeup, they made him more attractive, I should say. Because no one wants to look at a bunch of ugly skin corpses on screen with their aliens. Sorry. We're humans. We're sexual creatures. We want to look at something we want to bang, and that's why Discovery fails so miserably too. We don't even have any attractive people on Discovery except Tilly. Farscape too much of a bad rap. People don't like the puppets, maybe, but the stories are great. I didn't mind the puppets in Farscape, really. I don't mind it. Farland and the Shadow Vessels remind me of StarCraft ships. That could be the case. I could absolutely. Shakar! God, that costume too. It's so elaborate. The gloves, Yeah, they did tone down Jakar's makeup and made him a little less angular. Not a whole lot, just a little. They just toned it down a little, I think. See, like, Jakar kind of reminds me of Doomcock, just that sort of performer personality, you know? I'd buy that mug. He played a Romulan. Yeah, he did. How do you pronounce his name? Andreas Katsulas? I probably am saying it wrong. Londo! One of my favorite, like, relationships on any TV show ever is the Londo's relationship with everybody. Londo and Garibaldi, Londo and Jakar. I love Londo's interactions with other people on the show. was upset that there were so aliens on this were so much more made up than many on TNG. I actually liked it. I liked it. Because I thought TNG makeup was kind of awful on a lot of the aliens. All of the forehead of the month sort of and nose of the month aliens, no. I preferred the makeup on Babylon 5. Even though the Centauri really, I mean, they were just the hair and bald chicks, but the Narn really looked good. The Drazi looked good. The Pakmara looked good. There's so many alien species looked really good on Babylon 5. No, you can't have a loan, Londo. There's some really good alien species in Babylon 5. There are. Yeah, that's why we like Tilly. People, SJWs find unlikable are actually cool people. I thought Tilly on Discovery was made to be unliked or disliked. I really think that she was made to be disliked. She was supposed to be like on the spectrum. I thought the Soul Collectors were interesting. The Soul Collectors are interesting. We will get there. We will probably watch River of Souls at some point. It's kind of my least favorite of the movies, but it's still pretty good. Shakar in my wardrobe. Why? None of your business. That's a great pun. What else have I seen this actor on? He looks so familiar. This guy with the nose. Varner. Who is Varner? I've seen him before. People still read newspapers in the future. See, I do love the idea of using a telepath to scan somebody to see if they're lying or not in business negotiations. I do really like that idea. You see the girl with the Psycor pin and you're still trying to lie. Oh, this guy. Yeah, that's what we need. We need telepaths. Oh. They do bring this conversation back, don't they? Is this a conversation I'm thinking of that they bring back towards the end? I really love how Lita progressed through the series as well. Howard the Duck. What's a newspaper? I don't know. Telepaths would be worse than lawyers? I don't think so. I think that'd be awesome. We know why. Oh man, I forgot I have the red contacts in for Shakar. That's so cool. So Patricia Tallman was also in, wasn't she in the remake of Night of the Living Dead? And she had a bit role as, I think like a really made up witch character in Army of Darkness. Sad to only be around for the first episode today. It's alright, Seraph. Sorry I'm late. Hello, Eric Draven. You guys can watch along on Amazon. I assume most of you have watched this already. So you won't mind my commentary on top of it. So when does Babylon 5 get a Spore Drive? Never, because Babylon 5 is a good show. And they developed a way to travel. that is plausible. They have hyperspace jump gates. And like a lot of the bigger ships, like the Minbari, can just open a jump point. I think the Centauri are capable of it. The Centauri actually are the ones who helped Earth build the jump gate, because the Centauri were one of the first races that Earth officially had contact with, as far as I remember. Oh, look at that 90s CG. Love it. The one problem I have with telepaths, that 250 years in the future was far too soon to evolve those abilities. There is a reason for it, though. There are some reasons, and it wasn't just an evolutionary trick. They were implying that the Psy-Core had some help, as far as I can recall, without really giving away too much. The shadows can jump anywhere. The shadows can jump anywhere. Our ships could do that too. I thought the gates were for little ships. That is true. I guess our ships can open a jump point. Can't they? I think they can. Well, the bigger ships for sure. This has been a while since I've seen this, so I might get a few things wrong. Love the generic computer voice. Oh. I love the head movements of the encounter suit of Kosh. It is so amazing. And thank you for being a brand-new subscriber. Milo Clark has just subscribed. Thank you. Oh, look at the... He just kind of levitates. He just hovers as he goes. It's like he's on wheels or something. It's great. It's very almost praying mantis like how the headpiece on the encounter suit of the Vorlons move. And I just love everything about it. Oh, Kosh is down. Her IMDb is pretty impressive on the acting and stunt resume. Oh, that's cool. My memory serves, only advanced ships like Minbari, humans and other races didn't have the tech. That is kind of what I was thinking, but I mean, if you guys are telling me that human ships can jump anywhere. Well, I know like the White Stars can, right? Didn't they make it so the White Stars could? But like Sheridan's ship, the Agamemnon couldn't. Fuck, I can't speak today. No, don't crack his suit. She's the Deadeye in Army of Darkness and the remake of Night of the Living Dead. She's also a stunt woman. When Data crushed her off the boat, that was her. Oh, that's cool. Well, I like Patricia Tallman. She's such a good actress. The White Star can jump anywhere despite its size. Awesome. Thank you. I love you guys are here to back up my trivia. It's been a while. I think the really big battleships could, but the smaller and commercial vessels need the gates. Well, it is kind of cool that they have Babylon Station near a jump gate like that. It's very convenient. That's why the station is there and the gate is there. White Stars were Minbari Vorlon hybrid tech. Yes, they were. So were the Victory class destroyers. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about, well, didn't the Minbari get gravity and stuff from Vorlons anyway? Because they had a couple of Vorlons for forever and ever and ever. For like 1,000 years. Or was it 10,000? They had Vorlons though. Hello, Mr. P Channel. Wasn't Tallman a Doppo girl? She might have been. She might have been a Doppo girl. Well, I know like the main Doppo girl I can think of was Chase Masterson. Vorlons gave the younger races a lot of help. They did. Well, and so did the Shadows. And so, but I don't want to give away too much. The Vorlons and the Shadows were just so amazing of alien species. I'm old, lol. I'm glad to share what I know. Me too. The Minbari Charlene Destroyer was already a Minbari Narn hybrid. Oh, okay. Well, the Narn were, from what I remember, the Narn were not nearly as old of a race as the Minbari. But they were still an older race. But you had, like, the old ones, and then you had, like, the Minbari, and then you had, like, the Narn and Centauri, and then you had the humans. Patricia Tallman had a few bit parts on TNG. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, a lot of the sci-fi actresses did. Even Claudia Christian auditioned for 7 of 9 on Star Trek Voyager. She would have been a good 7 of 9. A lot of sci-fi crossovers between Star Trek and Babylon 5. Well, yeah, I mean, you get a certain type of actor who can play either like a space sort of military character or an alien. And yeah, you get a lot of crossover. Jonathan Frakes' B-Day is today. Happy birthday, Commander Riker! Jonathan Frakes. So funny you guys mention all the crossovers. We will be seeing Majel Barrett appear as a very prominent character in Babylon 5 in the future. So, as if to give the show her blessing, and say, yes, this is not Star Trek. I approve. So, Tom Riker's the best Riker. I don't like this girlfriend of his. I like his other girlfriend better. The what was she like? She wasn't like an archaeologist, or she was like a dealer, dealing antiques or something. The other, I didn't like this actress as a girlfriend. I think I preferred her more. I think he had better chemistry with the Asian girl that not the commander in this episode, but Catherine. Yeah. The actor who played Kang also played a techno mage. Ooh. Well, the best techno mage, though, of course, is it was Galen on Crusade. Peter something. I'll remember in a bit. I'll remember once we get to Crusade. But yeah, Crusade had great characters too. Peter Woodward. Thank you. I was gonna say, too many Peters popped into my head. I have to leave for a college event, unfortunately. Just thought I'd say goodbye and hope you have a good stream. I'll catch you stream. Thank you so much, Cesario Acosta. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not monetizing the video, but because I don't want to say I own Babylon 5. We're just doing this out of love for the show. So I really appreciate the super chats, you guys. Bester would eat Chekhov's lunch. Bester, I prefer Bester to Chekhov. I do. How are the cats? They're good. I could probably go get a cat. Maybe in between episodes. We might do more than one episode. We are 30 minutes, 27 seconds in if you guys want to sync up. You can kind of see it on screen. Oh, these are so fun. Ooh. I love like the soundproofing material they have on the bar here in the quarters. Is this the lens quarter? This is the lens quarters. The Mabari have very Japanese looking quarters. And food. Their food looks very Japanese as well. I kind of think the Minbari are very Japanese. Very Asian. And of course the Narn and Centauri are really very like Israel Palestine with the as much as they fight and bicker. In my opinion. Yeah, I was right. Minbari are the oldest, Narn are the youngest. Mira Furlan is such a strong actress. She just has such a presence. She's a very petite woman, but she just projects authority and wisdom and poise and no one in Discovery has that. Sonequa Martin Green doesn't have that. She doesn't have any wisdom projecting from her personality. Patricia Tallman has worked in the industry a while. You can trace her back to George Romero. She was in his movie Knight Rider. Oh, that's cool. Patricia Tallman's awesome. We love Patricia Tallman. Narn is Hindi for bread. Actually, it's non bread, not narn. Is what it says. It's non bread is a yogurt bread that you sort of. It's like a yogurt sort of floury mixture. Ooh. Ooh, you done pissed off Delenn. So yeah, don't piss off Delenn. I don't think they brought this technology back. I mean, we knew that the Minbari had a lot of technology, but Peter Woodard hosted a show on medieval weaponry. I think I saw that. I think I did see that. Let's get to the cocoon part. Delenn gets hot. Well, Delenn was fine once they backed off some of the chin makeup and jaw makeup, so, and the nose makeup. They really softened her features after the pilot here. God, I forgot how pompous and arrogant Jakar started out, and he really became humble and wise and like I forgot how much growth Jakar went through in this series. And look, God, just that background alien was amazing. Just a giant head. Love it. It's Londo trying to get his dick wet. Gotta love Londo. Or his tentacles. As we know, Centauri are tentacle species. I don't know where they hide them, but they have tentacles. Peter Woodward also did a couple of shows on ancient Egypt. I did see those. He was also in Stargate Atlantis on one episode. Peter Woodward. Character arcs were incredible. Yeah, and well, that's the thing. This is a show more than about one person. This is a show about everybody on this space station, pretty much. Within reason. Oh, love Garibaldi too. Just so no nonsense. Tough as nails. There's not a bad character on the show. I mean, we don't complain about shows like this. I forgot how great the show was. Yes, he was an episode of Stargate Atlantis, Warbird says. Absolutely. Was the newer series on Sci-Fi a continuation or a complete reboot? Which newer series? Like, The Legend of the Rangers was, I think, supposed to be a... It's a drink. I need 11 more subs, I can change my name. Subscribe to Mr. P channel. And Captain April. And whoever else is in chat. Doomcock, he's not here, but subscribe to Doomcock. Nerdrotic. Nerdrotic needs 5,000 subs, too. Trek Yards. Yeah, I'm watching from my DVDs, but you guys can watch along on Amazon Prime or on your DVDs. Oh, I love how he says that so sarcastic. I wish I could show you his face. I love the costumes. I love everything. Everything about it. I played Johnny, a Night of the Living Dead remake. Also, it was Chop Chop in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 and Otis in House of the Thousand Corpses. That I did not know. I remember Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 and House of the Thousand Corpses. Be somewhere else. Yeah. What do you think about Trickyard saying Doomcock is unrealistically negative about STD? I think that they're entitled to their opinions on it. I think Doomcock is a very passionate man. He's a very wise man, and he's a very theatrical man. And he's very intelligent. So a lot of the stuff he says out of passion and dramatically. So, you know. And he does say that there's good things about Discovery, but He's like me. You kind of go all or nothing. But yeah, I don't think he's unrealistically pessimistic or negative. Wait, I'm thinking of Battlestar Galactica. Okay, yeah, there was a Battlestar Galactica reboot that was more of a remake. That was a reimagining. I want that cup with the triangle on the bottom. Oh my god, I love that cup. Once they show the dishes in this, I think it's like a Sheridan episode. I had the dishes that they have on Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine. They both use the same. They're kind of a hexagonal sort of black plate with like edges. It was great. I used to have those dishes. There's a dead eye on the horse next to Evil Ash. Oh, cool! An Army of Darkness. Hail Doomcock! His word is infallible. That is very clever. Having your little stash of coffee. That is very clever. I can't imagine why they wouldn't just have it freeze dried. Just have freeze dried coffee. I don't know. Maybe fresh tastes better. Battlestar may never have happened if Babylon 5 wasn't done first. Probably. Probably. My all-time favorite episode of Babylon 5 is Parliament of Dreams. Oh, Coming of Shadows, though. Oh. Sleeping in Light. There's too many good ones. There's too many good ones. Any of the Babylon 4 stuff, any of the... Watch the can't woman hit the like button. So what are the funniest moments in The Expanse? Does it have any... Link me on Twitter if you guys have any, if there's like any funny moments in The Expanse. Because I can think of some great moments from Ivanova. I need something to like get me excited about it. I'm a fan of useless movie and trivia. I love to play the game 6 Degrees of Separation. Me too. I do that with like Vancouver-based filmed shows. Like, I have seen you on this episode of Battlestar Galactica, and you were this person in Stargate. And this person in Sanctuary. Yeah, I love playing those games too. War Without End 1 and 2, yes. Babylon 5 is just great beginning to end. There's not a clunker. There's only a couple episodes that aren't that great in season 1, in my opinion. And even then, like... Expanse, I'm that guy. 6 Degrees of Star Trek, played it for decades. I think Ivanova ended up inheriting the coffee plant. I think she did. I'm pretty sure Ivanova had coffee. I think they brought back that line, too. It's best writing on sci-fi at the moment. Expanse is serious and hilarious at the same time. I don't want a show that's going to be, like, too up its own ass and too full of itself. I need something that has some levity. And The Expanse already has a couple of really bad strikes against it with being shot in blue and gray. And having, like, nauseatingly, camera work, nauseatingly seasickness camera work. Here, I'm gonna take a picture of us. We'll take a picture of you guys. So, like, how do I like the Orville? I love the Orville. We love the Orville. I absolutely love it. I hate that Fox is so shitty with copyright, or else I would do more reviews of the Orville and do screenshots. But Fox grabs, like, Fox strikes screenshots. Oh, they're asking her to. That's right. They were kind of going against all the governments to save Kosh's life. I'm misinformed about the Expanse. Well, I watched like a couple of... I'm not misinformed. Everybody says that they love the Expanse, so I'm going on like the word of everybody who I trust and love, saying yes, the Expanse is great. You should watch the Expanse. So everybody I know loves the Expanse and says I will. I know me though, and I know I'm a stubborn, obstinate, contrary bitch sometimes. Most of the time. Copyright strike time. My chat is trademarked. I don't want any copyright. Tweeted Seth he might be able to lighten it up. Yeah, he did with Angry Joe. I'm nobody, though. He did with the Egotastic Fun Time. The annoying Egotastic guy? Aww, he's not annoying. We love Egotastic Fun Time. Subscribe to him. He's part of the family. He loves the Orville and hates Discovery. You know how to write the appeal. I get copyright strikes all the time. No, you probably get copyright claims. A strike is a different one. I don't care about a claim on this because we're not monetizing this. So if they want all the revenue from this, they can absolutely have it. Or at least all the ad revenue. They can't take my super chats. But I don't... Like, if you have a strike, that means you can't live stream for months. And then my channel will basically be dead. Favorite Babylon 5 villain? Morden. Love Mr. Morden. Or Jack. Jack was good too. Oh, without giving away too much. If you guys know who Jack is. Mr. Sebastian. Oh. But Morden. Oh, Morden's so good. I can't say the obvious choice without giving away spoilers, but there's another good... Well, no, this Kosh is nice. 3-month timeouts. Yeah, you get 3 month from being able to live stream. 3 months without streaming on my channel is dead. So I don't dislike the Egotastic guy. He's fine in 10-minute bursts. Yeah, I can see how he might be a little. You know, there's a place for like, you know, the really mellow sort of streams of like anti-trekker and trek yards, and then there's a place for like crazy hyper girls like me, and then there's a place for, you know, theatrical people like Doomcock, and then there's a place for, you know, there's a place for all of us. Where everybody's gonna find their audience. Yes, give him all your money, you'll find him. I don't want to sing it because he'll copyright. No, he won't. JP's cool. We watch Egotastic Fun Time. I strangely liked Emperor Cartagia. Oh, yes! Because I knew him on a priest on a... Yeah, you watched All My Children. My mom watched that. He was like a preacher. Yeah. I think it was All My Children. Fen Farm Girl. Oh, but he was a good villain too. There's so many good villains. Anytime I'm being able to identify as Zathras. I was the same holy moly as Reverend Carpenter. Yeah. Because my mom watched all that when I was a teenager. I would... I'm glad I wasn't the only one who noticed that. This cinematography is everything I see on The Expanse. It's hard to watch. What happened to my subtitles? She was not a high enough level of telepath to be able to handle the Forlon. I need one of those Psycore pins. I desperately need one of those. I'd love to see Babylon 5 in HD or 4K. Yeah, I think I would rebuy it in a heartbeat if they had it on Blu-ray. Neotastic Funtime leaked details of the episode. It kind of goes into Boris's love life. I had the words "artist" and porn going around in my head for weeks. What are we watching? We're watching Babylon 5! Oh. Babylon 5 would be cooler in 3D? Maybe. Well, what are you guys watching? Oh, it's slanted. It's slanted and stationary. It's not rocking. It's slanted also to avoid bots, just in case. I don't want to strike. Claim away. I did not monetize. Please take the revenue from this video as my gift to you, Babylon 5, Warner Brothers, and release it in high definition. Maybe we can get like a really remaster B5 hashtag going, just like Doomcock Saved the Expanse. It's probably never gonna happen, unfortunately. No, probably not, because I think they lost the original renders, from what I remember hearing. I'm only seeing the bottom. We're all only seeing the bottom. We're only seeing the bottom of it just so you guys can kind of sync up, so you know where we're at. You're supposed to be watching on like your TV while you watch this on your phone or something. I cleaned the pork on the shelf. Well, I've got 2 of them. Fade everything on the video. There's never going to be a high def version. Probably not. I don't think we'll ever get it in high def. We'll more likely get a remake. Sadly. Yeah, it is cropped on purpose so that it's just a sync point, just so you guys can follow along without and know where we are, so you guys can like go watch on Amazon, watch on your DVDs. Unfortunately, they never did CGI and widescreen. Yeah, didn't they like stretch it for Amazon and yeah, something like that? Quit sinking my points. Like a pork is a barbecue pork. Did you see Jeff on World Class Bullshitters? He made like a whole pork cooking video. It was hilarious. Yeah, you actually get like a face reveal of him too. They stretched and cropped it for DVD. Yeah. Or well, I think it was only for Amazon. I think my DVDs are not in widescreen. I don't think. At least this episode isn't. Nope, that's not good. That's not good at all. A prequel show before in the first Shadow War. That would be awesome. Yeah, if they do anything, they could do a prequel on Babylon. That would be the one prequel I would allow, because or finish up Crusade. That's the only thing I would really accept. Maybe continue where the Legend of the Rangers was going. We have the UK PAL ones. They're widescreen. I might need to... Well, okay, are my DVDs? This is just the movie. I don't know if they only did the movie like that. Oh, yeah, these are widescreen. Season 1's widescreen. It's just this movie that's not. So I'm going to have to, like, recrop everything once we, once we move to the next episode. Yeah, okay, The Gathering's the only one in standard off of here. I'm actually watching the legit way, so... Crusade. We could do a whole Crusade marathon. We could marathon it one day. I liked Crusade. Once Bob and I can find a place, we might get Amazon Prime up, back and running, so we can do these watch parties. Awesome! Well, and at the very least, you can kind of sync up and know where we're at by reading along on screen. Unless they copyright strike me, and if they do, I will tweet out what happened, and I will use a backup channel or something, or use Twitch until we come back, but... I don't think I'll get striked. If anything, it'll be a claim, which is fine. I was wanted a Dilgar War. There is a Dilgar War novel, like a fan fiction sort of novel out there. You can just do a search for it. There's a Dilgar War book that really wraps everything up. Patreon only. You know, I could do the rest on Patreon if there's any problem. I do have a Patreon. If Seraph wants to link that. This is Patreon Random Game User 42. Well, I wouldn't, like, if the channel got striked, I probably wouldn't be able to do any hangouts on air, but I do have a Patreon. I don't trust telepaths. The books are rare but great, especially the trilogies. I saw a lot for like $5 plus shipping that had like 3 or 4 Babylon 5 novels. I wouldn't mind. Do they have anywhere on like YouTube any audiobooks? I wouldn't mind just listening to the Babylon 5 novels. If you have mail, I can send you on Google Docs on how to shut down any claim. Oh, claims I don't care about. I mean, I make no ad revenue on YouTube anyway. It would be like 50 cents. So I just did not monetize this live stream. That means if you guys get any commercials, tell me if you get any ads when you click onto the stream. You shouldn't be, because I did demonetize this myself. I've never seen any audiobooks for B5. All right. You're welcome to use my channel if the situation arises. God knows I have no intent of making content. Well, thank you. I definitely need a channel that I have live streaming available on. I have a few others, but I don't know if they're all connected. Haven't seen an ad yet. Good, good. Then I don't think it'll be a problem. It probably won't be a problem because we didn't monetize the video. And I'm not actually showing you anything. I'm just giving you sync points. I go, Doomcock says the Expanse is good. What are you waiting for? I know. Well, thanks for being here, Bad Bunny. Then you have the pesky ad blocker. You know, I assume everybody uses ad block. I assume the only money I make ever is from super chats, and I never come on live streams to. Or make videos expecting to like make money off of them. If I'm making something, it's because I really want to do something. Like I've been on YouTube for many years. Trust me. I never make a video intending to make any money off of it. And anything you guys want to do is like, that's very much appreciated. But like I don't come on here like expecting. God, I love this show so much. Even like the courtroom sort of procedural stuff is interesting on this, and I'm not a procedural sort of viewer at all. God, look how much better this looks compared to like what Mikey Spock did. I should bring that up. Remember on Mikey Spock's trial? Image. Let me find it. Okay, like their trial, you guys are watching on screen, versus Mikey Spock's trial, right? Where you can't see anything and it looks like a picture of the Great Council from Babylon 5, not anything else. Boom. Go away. Oh, don't pick on Matt Jarbo. I don't know Matt Jarbo. I don't want anybody picking on him. I see too much of people like calling him names in chat rooms where he's not even there. It's like I wouldn't want people talking shit about me in chat, so. Say no more, don't get my channel flagged. Well, like I said, I don't know the guy, and, you know, I don't watch many of his videos. I watched a few here and there, but a few of his $3 theaters, I've seen a couple streams. I have other channels I click on quicker, so. Oh. This is kind of a generic plot where you have somebody come in and commit a crime looking like somebody else. It is such a generic sort of plot that happens in a million other shows. But for something like Babylon 5, that the whole setting of this episode is basically to kind of introduce our characters. So the sort of mystery and behind the scenes stuff, that's kind of secondary to, hey, this is these are our characters, here's what they do, here are their special unique abilities, you know, here's their personalities. And so I can kind of forgive the episode for being a little generic and done a million times, but realistically it's probably done first here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the plot of this episode is very generic? Ew. Somebody leaked. Don't smell it. Was he in a fish tank? I'll be over here picking up rocks. What? Oh, you guys. Sci-fi series generally get a bit repetitive in storytelling, but it can always be done well. Yeah, that is true. It can always be done well. Sinclair's such a man of few words. That's another really interesting thing. Like I think Sheridan was more of a talker. Sinclair is more of a listener in a lot of ways. The plot for a pilot should be fairly straightforward. Yeah, I think we can forgive it. It doesn't have to like blow our minds or make us want to punch the lead characters in the face. Babylon 5 definitely needs a bigger presence in the sci-fi fandom. It's just too good. It is. You kind of forget how good it is until you rewatch it. Serenity is mine. Trying to sell the audience on the settings and the characters, not your clever plot constructions. Yeah, you know, like starting a war. That's the one thing that Discovery did so wrong, is that I mean, I could make a whole video on everything, or how not to make a Star Trek series, because it's pretty much play-by-play thing. Sarah, write that down for me, and email it to me or something. I could, like, making a whole video on it, just how not to do science fiction, how not to do Star Trek. You know, well, A, don't have one main character as your whole character. You know, without, like, an ensemble cast, you know? Don't focus every episode on the character that everybody hates. Don't make a main character that everybody hates. Don't deviate from previous plots. Light your fucking show. Hold your camera still. You know, there's a reason why my camera's mounted on top of my monitor and I'm not holding it in my hand while I talk to you guys. Because no one wants to see that. Streaming Babylon 5 today. We are watching Babylon 5 off of my DVD. I am watching it off of my DVD. You guys can't see it. But you can watch along on Amazon or your own DVDs. The whole premise of STD is horribly flawed. It is. It is. Holy crap, we have 27 people watching. I thought 5 people would show up. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys just hanging out. Hope you're enjoying the live commentary, too. Ooh. Did they get rid of Jakar's gill implants later on? I think they might have. Hello, Darwin James. Farscape is better, but B5 is awesome. Oh, no. The first 3 episodes of Farscape were, they reminded me of Enterprise. The better episodes of Enterprise. Not Babylon 5. I'm sorry. I will, from what I've seen, respectfully disagree. But Farscape was good. It's just not Babylon 5. We should have a drinking game every time Londo says, Mr. Garibaldi. I can't do accents. They probably just forgot about them. They might have. And they changed a lot of the makeup on the pilot, too. I met a friend of mine when he showed up in a Psycor costume at Volcon. I thought he looked like Bester. That's cool. They never brought them up again. Yeah, I don't think they ever did. Hello, 90 Lancaster. Farscape gets better in the 2nd season. Yeah. Well, you will have any well-written science fiction show will have their characters kind of find their groove on the 2nd season. First season, you're still kind of figuring, okay, what are my character mannerisms? Listen to Doomcock's early videos. His first video with Harvey, especially, Harvey sounded a little different, and it, you know, it evolves. Same thing with Space Ghost Coast to Coast, or any well done show. Is Babylon 5 a remake of Star Trek? No. Babylon 5 is a remake of Babylon 5. No, it was developed and started before Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It takes place on a space station where everybody, like the ambassadors, kind of gather and bicker, and there are wars and space battles, and yeah, I prefer it to Star Trek, I think, especially after Star Trek's nonsense lately. Mass Effect borrowed heavily from Babylon 5. It did. That main alien species in Mass Effect 2. Yes. Very much so. I think that's why Mass Effect was a good game to watch. I watched the second and third games. Andromeda is a remake of Babylon 5. It is. Well, kind of. It's probably inspired by. Midnight Sedge led to Overlord. Led me to this channel. Well, thank you so much. I do Midnight Sedge ladies' nights on Tuesday evenings, usually up against the High Council. It is myself, Tom Connors on Midnight Sedge, and Ren from Ren Rants. And we talk about stuff. And sometimes Doomcock is there. Last 2 times Doomcock has been there. DS9 is definitely inspired by Babylon 5. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I like them both in their own way. I prefer Babylon 5, but I prefer the universe and the aliens and the stories to a lot of Star Trek. Because there's a lot about Star Trek I don't like, especially now that Discovery is a thing. So Babylon 5 is like a 10, and Star Trek is like a 9 out of 10. So I still really love Star Trek. But. I like the way the doors are in this show. That would be a fun build. Make a Babylon 5 door. Babylon 5 is your favorite sci-fi show? Probably. Well, between Babylon 5 and Stargate, yes. I love them both. Yeah, listen to all your streams. I work a job where I wear headphones for 12 hours. I did that when I worked at Macy's. Could hide my headphones under my hair. The Babylon 5 DS9 crossovers are very weird. There isn't any. Babylon 5, but back then I go back and watch now and end up falling asleep. I'm sorry. I still find it very enjoyable. I really love it. Red Dwarf is amazing. I really need to check out The Expanse. I'm curious to see if it makes your top 5. I don't know. My impression of The Expanse is it's a very serious show, and sometimes I find stuff too serious to be boring. Babylon 5 had some hilarious moments. The line whoopee, or yippee, or woohoo. It was woohoo. The linear on a motorcycle. Ivanova mating with alien species. It had some great moments, so. And it's still dark, but it's not super dark. It's not nearly as dark as the shows we have now. And we wanted a sequel to Red Dwarf. There is. It continued. I think they were up to like 13 now. The box set I have only goes to season 9. Series 9. Tellingly, the DS9 team gave them a call during their launch party to thank them. As without his pitch, DS9 wouldn't have happened. Oh, that's cool. No, yeah, I never liked one or not the other. Or, you know, I always thought there was room for both of them. Ducks, cats. Very easy to get those confused. Still debatable just how much of the B5 pitch was known to the Star Trek team. That is true as well. Oh. So they didn't show any of the flashes here, did they? Because they hadn't filmed in the beginning yet, did they? Or not. Maybe you didn't black out. This is important. The Minbari surrendered. For no reason. They were winning and they just surrendered. And we don't know why. We know why, but I'm not going to spoil it. It's really awesome. The media really tried to pitch B5 and DS9 against each other. They did. I think they had all the season 1 scripts. Did they? Have we gone over how there's 2 versions of the pilot? No, we haven't. What information do you have? I don't know. I didn't know that. Well, I know that you've got this episode as a pilot, and then you've got the first episode here. Asked Michael O'Hare about the DS9 B5 rivalry, and he agreed it was silly. It is. It is silly. It's like having a rivalry between the Orville and Discovery, when clearly only one of them is Star Trek. But no, I mean, it wasn't like people hated Babylon 5 versus, you know, it was not, it was never a thing of Babylon 5 versus DS9. It was I just prefer one over the other, or I love them both. It was never I absolutely fucking hate one, you know? And that's kind of how we are with, like, Orville versus Discovery. There's a lot of people who love one hate with a passion at the other. And that was never the case with stuff like this. B5 is the first show to have the long story arcs, so DS9 copied. That is true. Babylon 5 started out with the long story arcs. DS9 really didn't. It didn't have the Dominion War. I almost called it the Drazi War. It didn't have the Dominion War. The original pilot, it's really shit. JMS hated the score in the series and had the series regular guy redo it. They also cut huge segments that didn't fit the re-edit, and holy crap, it elevated it. Yeah, what was different? See, this is why we're doing these watch parties, so we can just drop trivia about the episodes, actors, characters, behind the scenes. Because I don't know about you guys, but I love talking nerdy trivia. Like, I am such... Like, I always like to say useless trivia is my superpower. So I know a lot about... Or I know a little about a lot of subjects. It's amazing that B5 got a series after the original pilot. It's like in Counter Farpoint tier Rs. Oh no. Well, Babylon 5 was never bad, though. The drummer from Police did the original score, Stuart Copeland. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Because I always remember Christopher Frank doing the music. Is it Frank or Frankie? Isn't he German? I think he's German. The Millennium Falcon was awesome on Deep Space Nine. Now, you know who was best? Daffy Duck was best on Babylon 5. That was our best weird crossover. Only one of them actually happened. Star Trek or Star Wars? Star Trek for sure. But Babylon 5. Man, now I need to get the Micro Machines. I can't afford them. So I was looking. They have 5 of the little Micro Machines ship sets. I'm such a Babylon 5 ship nerd. And I'm looking at these and somebody like listed unknown ship, Babylon 5 ship. I'm like, that's a Narn ship. I recognize it as a Narn ship. I mean, unknown. It's the green one. It's a Narn ship. That's another thing that Babylon 5 did so much better than Discovery. We know what each alien species ships look like, and they all kind of match, because they're all similar. You know, like all the Minbari ships are one color, all the Narn ships are a color. All of the Earth ships are kind of a color scheme. Centauri have their own. I'm sad that they didn't have a shadow ship in Micro Machines, but there's like 5 sets of them, and they're all about $25 each. I really want them. I can't afford them, though. Yeah, the Narn ships are usually the dark reddish brown. Exactly. I really wish I would have bought them back in the 90s, but I was too busy collecting Bela Lugosi VHS tapes back then. I'm looking at Google. What the hell is Babylon 5? Babylon 5 is a TV series. It is a really good TV series. Or bluish gray, yeah. Here's some useless trivia. Robert Joy from CSI New York played a robot in a sci-fi movie called Millennium. That is awesome. I really want one of those. Yay, Sinclair's not guilty. He's cleared. We need to talk about a complete set of micro machines packed away and still in the packages. You are so lucky. I was looking and they're like 25 bucks a piece, so I can't afford them. A weird little movie with Cheryl Ladd and Chris Christopherson. Wasn't there an American version of Red Dwarf with some British cast? Yes. I think they brought back Crichton was the only original member, from what I remember. I think. There's a weird movie with it had like Mark Alimo from who's Gul Dukat on Deep Space Nine. It had, I want to say it was either Quark or Odo. It was one. It might have been both. But it had some of the people from like who were either Odo or one of the Ferengi. It had Claudia Christian from Babylon 5. It had a couple of people from Babylon 5, as I recall. And it was kind of a plot of a Babylon 5 episode. It was about kind of a guy going up in sort of this boxing match against a bunch of aliens. And they were saying, oh, you can't because you're a human. You can't fight against these aliens. I can't remember the name of that movie. But if you guys remember the name of that movie, tell me about it. Lister 2, I think. Was Lister... No, I think Lister was different in the American version of Red Dwarf. They did 2 American pilots for Red Dwarf. Robert Llewellyn was in one as Crichton. I did remember seeing something about that. So I need to talk off chat. Maybe we can win a prize. I get kind of seeing them in the background of your videos. Oh, okay. Well, message me. Message me on Twitter or something, or through Patreon or YouTube or something. I would not mind those, and I should be getting my YouTube monies soon from last month. Because you guys are like so amazing, then I can buy them. So all you guys. American Red Dwarf was awful. It kind of was. Same thing with the American IT Crowd. Terry Farrell played a cat in one of them. She was grateful it didn't sell. Well, I can't imagine wanting to be in that much makeup every day. I think Terry Farrell had it easy because she just had the hand-painted dots. And didn't Michael Westmore hand-paint those every day? More Deep Space Nine trivia. Garibaldi was such a good sort of security chief, too. You could... That's one of my things that really bothers me about Discovery, right? Every person on that ship seems to be bad at their job. Especially Mikey Spock, right? Like nobody seems competent at anything because the only person who can do anything is Mikey Spock. But with Babylon 5, just everybody seems amazing. Everybody's going to do what they have to. They're going to do the right thing or what they believe is the right thing. And yeah. Flying saucer. Oh, antimatter shredder weapons on the flying saucer too. Can't see how American comedy style Red Dwarf could really blend. Yeah, you need the British comedy for sure. Well, also science fiction. Science fiction in the 90s especially was such a niche sort of market. It wasn't nearly as widespread as it is now. And even then, it's not so much science fiction, it's superheroes are more mainstream. And science fiction, like The Expanse, is still really obscure. So, yeah, so you have science fiction in the first place, and comedy is so subjective. Yeah, I don't doubt that Red Dwarf failed here. Oh, this girl, yeah. Okay, this actress who's playing basically Ivanova's character, Takashima, she's not Ivanova. She does not have the ball. She's so sweet. She comes across so sweet. She comes across as a cute little girl trying to be tough. Like there are some people that I believe are moody and stern and solemn. And Claudia Christian, you believe every word she says as Ivanova. She's very much like me. You kind of can believe that, like... Well, no. I wish. I'm probably more the sweet one that you can't believe is ever mad about anything. But she was what I would strive to be. But this girl does not come across as, like... having the stones behind her to pull off some of the lines she's given. Sci-fi was better when it was obscure, for sure. I absolutely agree with that 1000%. And like a lot of people say, like, it's kind of like the fake geek girl culture of a lot of these newer fans who, and it's guys too, they buy the pop figures and that's all they really know of the show or movie or whatever. You know, they love comic book movies but don't read comics, or they read a few, or Vorlon ships. The Vorlon ships kind of remind me of bugs. I don't know which bug. Was that Mr. Morden? No. But he's not playing Morden, he's playing another character. I didn't get a good look at him. He's fine. His head's made of bone. Ow. There's a hole in your mind is such a good line, too. If you say that to somebody who you know is a Babylon 5 fan, they will immediately recognize that line. There's not a goddamn line that anyone remembers from Discovery. Oh, yeah, no, there's one line I remember. It was a Harry Mudd line where he said, random crew member, or random communications officer as the character's name. Oh, duh, Babylon 5. We're talking about Babylon 5. Do you have the Blu-ray of Star Trek Discovery? It is not available. It's not out. And no, I don't. What's she watching? We are watching, and you guys can watch along on Amazon or your DVDs. We're watching The Gathering. Babylon 5, The Gathering. Yes, it's the same actor who played Morden. Oh, I love Morden. Impudent. Gosh. What the hell is a pop figure or action figure? Those things with the big heads and tiny bodies, like the people who buy them. No, I don't want to make fun of them. I shouldn't make fun of them. There's a lot of people who like pop figures. I have a Porg that's a pop figure. What happened to the actor who played Morden? Didn't he, like, go into real estate or something? Or accounting? That guy. Oh, man. He should have been so much bigger. Like, he should have been a movie star. I love that actor. Morden was such... He was one of my favorite villains. And best... Babylon 5 had the best villains ever. I can't even think of one villain on Discovery other than Mikey Spock. The Klingons are not a threat. Who cares about them? Empress Ming isn't a threat. Dorka isn't a threat. God, we still have 10 minutes of the pilot. I'm like, is it over? I don't want it to be over. Chug load up with B5. I'm not sure I'd accept DSC on disc for free. Even then, I'd be tempted to use them for coasters. Well, I would if if somebody sent me Discovery, I would probably set it on fire. I would probably set it on fire. Make a video of it, or do like what Cinemassacre used to do, and they would like pour baked beans on something and basically pretend like they're taking a crap on it. Expanse is real intelligent sci-fi. That's what I hear. Jerry Doyle sold John Travolta an airplane before he was an actor. That's cool. I didn't know that. No, we don't encourage book burning. Well, it's not a book. Books are literature. Discovery is not, like, literature is intelligent stuff. Burning Discovery is just basically what people do with their minds who watch it for enthusiasm and, you know, they're gonna, like, seriously, Discovery is kind of made for people who will forget about it in 2 weeks. Just pull a Rich Evans, Mass Effect, and destroy it wordlessly. Let me see. It's way back. I'm trying to find the link here for you guys because I think Seraph took off. Alright. Well, here's the YouTube link. Boop. There's a link for you. So you guys can watch along. STD is for SJW adults. DVD burning. Well, yeah, I mean, it's nothing of quality. It doesn't say anything important. Delenn to the rescue. Did I watch Alien Nation? I did not. He saw Kosh. Oh, he totally saw Kosh. And I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, just wait what you see when we get the Vorlon reveal. The things that they did with the how they did it, what it was inspired by, is one of my favorite explanations of things, or my favorite theories of things, and yeah, I am such a lover of that sort of thing anyway. Have both on DVD. Awesome. Alien Nation, the movie and the show. The Vorlon reveal, the first one or the second one? The first one. Well, the moment where Kosh saved Sheridan is the one I'm talking about. That reveal. Hello, Minute's Edge After Dark! Everybody subscribe to Minute's Edge After Dark. They're awesome. Ooh. We're implying that Jakar's involved. Ooh. I love the glass cases with like the pyramids and stuff that are behind. I kind of have stuff like that. I always go to this gift shop in Colorado that sells all that stuff. They realized the pilot makeup on the Minbari didn't work. Yeah, and we talked a lot about the makeup earlier. The makeup on Delenn definitely softened a lot of it, and even on Jakar. Because, I mean, you've got a beautiful actress under the makeup. Why make her look so ugly? And Discovery really needs to take a lesson from that. Sinclair played this so noir. I didn't realize it the first couple of times I watched it, but definitely the last time I'm like, oh my god, this is so noir. Oh. Sinclair is an excellent character as well. I did. Holy cow, only 5 seasons of Babylon 5. Yes. But the story was written kind of in advance, or at least planned out in advance. Remember how everybody talks about The Last Jedi, or the Disney Star Wars trilogy? How none of it's, like, planned out or mapped out to make any sense? Babylon 5 was. Of course, it got kind of canceled-ish early, so they wrapped it up by season 4, but... And season 5 was okay. It was pretty good. Such a great scene. She still have lost a lot of the Minbari makeup eventually, though. Yeah, and yeah. The needs of week-to-week production forced them to simplify as much as they could. And that's another thing. Like, you're still making a television show. I love some of the alien reactions to the humans. Absolutely. Because that's exactly what would happen. They wouldn't understand it. They wouldn't understand little Earth sayings and idioms and references. That's one of the great things about Babylon 5. I mean, there's a great scene later on with Delenn and Sheridan. Where he's referring to his backside. And yeah, there's just great little moments like that. Remember, you can make shows entertaining. It's fine to laugh every once in a while. Discovery. But not cringy. Don't do cringe. Have you seen the British TV show Hello Hello? I'm sure I've seen it a long time ago. I don't remember any of it. It's definitely one of those that they probably aired on PBS when they played Are You Being Served? And what's crazy is the ratings at the B5 at the time are so much higher than shows considered on networks or hits on networks now. Yeah. Well, that's because we have so much of a choice that you're having everybody, we have 30 people here right now. Or do we have 2 people? Oh, it says 2 waiting. 30 watching now. Okay, now it's telling me the right number. Yeah, we have 30 people here right now. Just rewatching Babylon 5 with me. I do love the garden scenes here too. Because Delenn is so wise. It's like she knows. She knows. Cause she knows. Watch us back knowing that Delenn knows about Sinclair. Oh. Lies. Lies. You know. Reminds me of Jeeves and Wooster, Fry and Laurie. I have seen a bit of Fry and Laurie. I have not seen Jeeves and Wooster. Like, I'm one of those people, I can't watch House without feeling weird hearing that accent coming out of Hugh Laurie. And Stephen Fry I'm in love with, so. Yeah. Just that sexy, crooked nose. Stephen Fry. That's kind of my type. I love that brain and wit and intelligence. And Do you have BritBox? I don't. I would love that. That's the one that give you all the candies and stuff. I need that. I would love a subscription to that. BritBox, please sponsor me. It's kind of like Loot Crate, I'm assuming. Mira Furlan doesn't age. She has arms like a bike and she's 60. Mira Furlan's gorgeous. She just has such a beautiful presence and a beautiful, yeah. And that's what you need. You need people who are attractive on television. Poems. Man from Nantucket is a limerick, not a poem. Yep. That's one of the things Stargate Atlantis did really well. In Stargate, they did a lot of the humor between aliens. Because you've got to understand, humans have a certain... Humans have a certain... We have a certain culture, you know? And we have sayings and things. Like... Yay! That was good! No, it's a streaming service. Oh, okay. BritBox is also way cheaper than most streaming services. I'm gonna have to check that out. Charlie Horse, my leg fell asleep and now I'm dying. I'm so sorry. Teacher Will Robinson is in B5 too. Yes, he plays Mr. Lanier. I actually have a couple of Bill Mooney's albums, his Barnes and Barnes albums. I have Vubaha and Spaz Chow. He did the song Fish Heads, if you didn't know. But you probably all knew that. the Dr. Demento song Fish Heads. Oh, yay! That is the first episode of Babylon 5. Do you want to keep going? I kind of want to keep going. I want to do the next episode. But we'll do it quick. We'll take a second to kind of gather our thoughts and let's review the episode. What do you guys think? I loved it. I thought it was very well done, even though it has a bit of a generic storyline. And it was a great way to introduce our characters and our interactions. And like I was saying, it is a great way to see how people have evolved. I mean, we're only a couple hundred years in the future here on all these sci-fi shows. People won't have lost their sense of humor. They won't have lost their sayings, their culture. You know, that we come from a world where stuff like Looney Tunes exist, and where things like movies and sayings and limericks, you know, once there's a man from Nantucket exists in human culture, and it's existed for a very long time. Stuff like that isn't just going to go away because we're on a spaceship. And that's one of the things that Orville does so well, and Stargate, and you know, all of these shows, and that's the only thing that Star Trek really fails for me, is that we live in a universe in Star Trek where the only thing that exists are Shakespeare and detective novels and stuffy jazz music and classical and you know, Babylon 5 Looney Tunes exist, and Babylon 5 Emily Rose music and Emily Dickinson poems sync up to the Yellow Rose of Texas. You know, we have pop culture in these shows, and I think that's what we love about these shows where we're supposed to represent humanity, and that's something that Discovery does so wrong. They don't have sayings. When you drop an F-bomb, it comes out of nowhere. You know, it doesn't fit in the universe. They have Alice in Wonderland. Who cares, right? You know, I think the use of Alice in Wonderland was only to kind of sell their mirrored universe instead of the mirror universe as well. So when you see stuff like Babylon 5 having Earth sayings and things, that is how we relate to alien cultures out there. That's how we kind of see ourselves as, oh yeah, we would look kind of funny if aliens landed, if we were interacting with that. And it would be funny to us that they wouldn't understand. And this is how we can get along and live on these space stations and ships together. You know, and the Orville does that so well. The Amazon version edited out some stuff, did they? Ooh, Porge is very sharply written. Star Trek Discovery is the same as the other series of Star Trek. Then why the hate? Because it's worse. It does everything that Star Trek does, only a piss poor job of it. It does it way worse. In my opinion, it makes and instead of doing the things that Star Trek does right, like having likable characters, ensemble casts, well-lit shows, well-written shows, it gives us all of the crap of Star Trek, all the stuffiness, and it also has a whole bunch of other crap that's horrible too. So that's why I give Discovery a lot of hate. Because it's kind of garbage. Oh, Lord. I think I need to... I think they need to ask Build-A-Bear if they will do a Babylon 5 teddy bear. You know, the one. I think you can get that. I think you can get that on eBay, actually. I think you can. You say that, and I know exactly the one you're talking about. That has moments. It has moments that are memorable. You know, like dolls. They're not even anatomically correct, right? Yeah. Oh, so then we're going back to the actual series now. God, that made me laugh. I hadn't thought about that bear in forever. Where's the sitcom? I don't know what you guys are talking about. And hello, Rose Tico enthusiast. God, I have my old... So I had these on VHS, and I did find this. Is it going to focus? I did find this trading card in one of my old VHSs. God. So I stuffed it in my DVD. Yay, it focused. Babylon 5 is so good. I mean, God, just look at the pictures. There's characters. It's a little gold. I don't know if I'm a fan of that gold, but that's just to show which season it is. Season 1. What's the first episode? No, let's change out the discs. How's everyone doing? We want to keep going. There were trading cards. I think there were trading cards, but they gave them in the videotapes. So if you were buying them on VHS, which I did have a few of them back in the day, my ex actually bought a couple of the key episodes, probably Coming of Shadows, War Without End, probably some of those. So the VHS tapes did have. I don't remember if every episode was out, but I know a lot of key episodes were out. And hello. All I can think of the Babylon 5 figures is Londo holding the statue saying, "You thought these were just decorative." Yeah, oh, the tentacles. Well, that's another episode. That's this ancient artifact that, yeah, the Centauri have tentacles. About the VHS videos, I didn't get the cards. Oh, I'm sorry. They show a nice high-res shot of the station's destruction in the spin-off shorts beginning. Ooh. Because Chamas knew the ending. JJ had no clue. Exactly. He set up his fucking mystery box and went on his merry way. Ah! Yeah. That's the thing, too. Absolutely. We knew the ending. And that's why at least we got an ending with the whole... even though it came like a season early, we still got an ending. You should keep going. I'm Anakin it up, killing younglings over here. Thank you so much, MK Ultra. You're Anakin it up. Who are you killing? Wait, are you playing a video game too? When Londo's on a medical bed, you get an eye full of all of his junk. That is true. You do get to see it. You do get to see his tentacles. Disc. Play. Do I have to close it and stop again? I probably have to. Did it crash? I'm gonna have to resize it. Alright, we gotta resize it. It went huge on me, so I'm just doing a display capture here. Well, maybe it'll do it if I play the disc. Fine, we will open it up and reload it. It probably crashed a little bit. Does it not want to work? Oh, it's probably because it's not level. There we go. Dave McCallum. Oh god, they have the previews on this. I totally forgot about that. Alright, hopefully the subtitles are on the same space here. Hopefully. It moved. It moved. Oh well. Hopefully they're on the same place. Some of your guest appearances. There were. Alright, so episode 1, we're doing Midnight on the Firing Line. Ew, I just saw you've been posting yucky Burnham pics on Twitter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, yeah, while I get this all set up here to be in the right location, I do have a Twitter. I do have all of those awesome things. Alright. Let me make sure this is all synced up. Hopefully, it's not too big for you guys. Hopefully you can see it. Where's the end here? Right there? Oh no. That's gonna be too... Well, I also want it big enough so I can see it too. That's the problem. Alright, if I go like this. Just a second. I'm gonna make sure my display capture is up, so I'm gonna move you guys over to my other window. But our irony is that the route Dave McCallum takes to work for NCIS is pretty much the same route he took when he was working for the Man from U.N.C.L.E. That is so cool! That is so cool! Almost 0 video dropouts today. What changed? I dropped down to 30 frames per second. That is the only thing that I can think of that changed. Also, I got my hair done. Alright, display capture. No, we want it on. I want to edit it though. Alt. Okay, it's fine on that side. Just want to make sure you guys can see it. Wow, this is gonna be a little trickier. Still going. How big is this compared to? It's a little difficult to like think at the same time here. I don't want to like change anything else about this, but I might need to shrink it down a little to about there. Why is it locked on the right side? Oh, there we go. Well, I can go in. I just can't go out? Is that the edge of the display? Is that the end of my monitor? Oh, okay. Yeah, that is the end of my... Duh, silly me. Okay, now I see it. So is this fine placement for everybody? I learned on Anti-Tracker if Burnham... Oh, if it Burnham when you pee, you might have an STD. That is true. Oh my god. Hello, Rubicon Alpha. Everyone, B5. So we are on episode 1 now. Our next episode. Midnight on the Firing Line. Oh, this is a good one. So... It aired 1/26/1994. We are reading along in the book. Will the space station that is the universe's last best hope give way to no hope? Station leaders face the saber rattling of potential war when a mysterious attack on a planet Regesh 3 brings a long festering hatred between the Centauri and Narn races to a boil. Alright, so that's what's going on in this episode. I think. As long as I hit the right one. I think I did. Yes. Babylon 5. Complete first season. Signs and portents. You guys can watch along on YouTube. They sell them for like $2 an episode. We are using the subtitles for the sync points, so you guys can see where we're at. We have not monetized this video as well to avoid any sort of copyright. I'm not going to claim any money on it. I don't own the show. We're just doing this for fun and review, and hopefully that people will go out there and watch Babylon 5 who haven't, and get kind of a live commentary where we can chat about trivia and all this stuff. And hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. If you are, there is a thumbs up button you can hit. We have Streamlabs donations available. We have super chats available if you guys want to contribute, because I'm not monetizing the video. You guys never have to though. I also have a Patreon if you want. I don't do any of these watch parties or any of these videos or streams at all, you know, demanding or expecting anything other than just to kind of hang out. And especially now that I have an awesome audience who can kind of understand what I'm talking about. If I say Garibaldi, you know exactly who that is. And I really, really... You guys have no idea how awesome it is, so thank you guys so much. And hello, Alan Henstges. Alright, are we ready? Did everyone has snacks? Everyone went to the necessary room, everything? We'll give us a little countdown. It is on 1 second on mine. Ooh, I might need to drop that a little bit so you guys can see the timer. Yeah, let me drop this down a little bit. There, so you can kind of see the timer a little bit. Hopefully. This is a bit of a weird watermark too, so I have my fan on me, so I'm going to be putting on lip gloss probably all day as well. Alright, change the disc over. Well, we did. Hopefully it's not too annoying on the right side. This picture I used, this watermark, I didn't realize it had the static on the sides. I guess it does. It's probably fine. Of course, I could always just move this here. I can move this over. Is that too annoying to have the lines at the other side? Probably not. I can probably fix it later. All right, here we go. As it freezes. Why is it free? Track 1. Centauri peoples. Right, I did find a picture of the bear. Tweeted a message and asking if they can make a Babylon 5 bear. That would be a good license. I would buy that. I don't think a lot of people would buy it, though. I'm pretty sure they have one. Is this series 1, episode 1? This is season 1, episode 1. What episode is this now? I should put it in the description. I'll leave my thing out. I lost my trading card. No. Oh no. Londo. Midnight on the Firing Line is the episode we are on. It is just half screen to avoid copyright. You guys can watch along on Amazon or your DVDs. This is just for sync points. So you guys won't hear any audio or see any video. But the subtitles are there for sync point. And the video is not monetized to avoid copyright. I get it, no worries. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like doing reaction videos, so this is kind of a live commentary too. I love how Londo would like offer a way to kill him that actually won't even hurt him. Veer! Ah, Mr. Garibaldi. That should be the drinking game. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't launch their attack at all. So I love how now that we've gotten the pilot out of the way, basically, now we get a lot of our good characters like Veer, like Ivanova, you know. Do we get Lanier yet? I don't know if we get Lanier until a few more episodes in. Dropping stuff off on my desk all the time. Love the series. B5 and BSG were perfect. Right next to Star Trek TNG. Yeah. Yeah. Babylon 5 was damn near perfect. I love how they give us a scale. They do the Red Dwarf sort of zoom out shot just for scale. Because like these places are huge. People don't realize Babylon 5 is like 5 miles long. It's freaking huge. Garibaldi, the biggest fan of Daffy Duck in the universe. I don't know. I think Doomcock's up there too. He's a pretty big fan. From what I hear. At least of Looney Tunes. I mean, who isn't a fan of Looney Tunes? If you don't like Looney Tunes, you're missing. You're really missing out. Is this like Farscape? This is closer to Deep Space Nine. It takes place on a space station. It's a couple hundred years in the future. It is a lot of Earth culture versus aliens. It is absolutely amazing. So you guys have a sync point. We're at 4 minutes. We're right at 5 minutes now. Midnight on the firing line. I apologize that the subtitles will be on the top as we get through the credits. I mean, I need to set up a stream deck to change them over. God send Ivanova. Love Ivanova. Hello, Maestro Joel. Welcome. Imagine seeing half the screen in the theaters. Well, yeah, but the movie theaters aren't, you know, fighting copyright. And I'm not broadcasting it to you guys. This is just like a live commentary where we can chat about trivia, reminisce about the episode, say our impressions, do live reactions, do live reviews. We can kind of do them together because I might miss something that, you know, you guys know, or I might not know something you guys don't. That's not good. Oh, Talia. She's busy. Leave her alone. So Ivanova doesn't like telepaths. Well, she doesn't like Psychor specifically. If you like, you can say my name in English, Master Joel. Maestro is fine. Looney Tunes is okay. Tiny Toons is awesome. Taz and Plucky are my favorite. Baby Plucky. Come on, Baby Plucky. Adorable. Absolutely. I think Animaniacs gets more attention. Well, Animaniacs was a little less of a kid show. And that's why I liked it more, because I was like 14 when it came out. And I wasn't really into a little kid show. But I still love Tiny Toons. Animaniacs was more my humor. See, and people watch the news about the presidential elections, just like we did in the 90s. What Freakazoid? I love Freakazoid. I've got all the DVDs behind me. Wasn't the actress who played Thalia married to the actor who played Garibaldi? Yes. Andrea Thompson was married in real life to Jerry Doyle, and they have a child, I believe. I think they had a son. And she also went on to be on like CNN, I believe, just as a newscaster after her career on Babylon 5. Yeah, that didn't end well. Whose marriages do end well? Like the Martian alien character. She was on Jag for a while. I didn't know if she was on Jag. I didn't really watch Jag though. His name the umbrella in his head. He was Dodo. Gogo the Dodo. I think his name. He wasn't an alien, he was a dodo bird. I think. I love how Russian she played it, too. She read the lines like she should have been reading them with an accent, though. She played it very Russian. I wonder why. Is there a reason why she didn't use an accent? Hoshi, Linda Park from Enterprise was on NCSI. Was she? Marcy the Martian with the big brain. I don't know if it was Marcy. Jag is weird. So many tone changes as the real world changes during the production. Yeah, I never watched it. I watched a little NCIS because David McCallum. Ooh. Do you guys think that the Star Furies look a little too much like X-Wings, or do you think they look different enough? Because I think they look... Personally, I think they look different enough. The Star Furies make sense to look like that. Saw most of it a few years ago because it was filling time on daytime TV in the background. Yeah. For me, I listen to a lot of like podcasts to fill time as background noise. Lon Torres' actor was on a 90s sci-fi show 7 Days. I have not seen 7 Days. I didn't know Roxanne Dawson was on that. Star Fury equals the X-Wing to the nose job. Well, I prefer them to X-Wings, but I don't have the same affection for Star Wars that I do Babylon 5. Engines on the end of the pylons. Plus pylons, not wings. They are more pylons. I love these guys. They're always at each other's throats because they know they have diplomatic immunity. They're not going to get arrested. I love their hatred and love for each other so much. As the series progresses, like, you can tell they have respect for each other, even though they fucking hate each other's guts. Like they're definitely, they're the best frenemies I've ever seen in anything. Londo and Jakar. What do you guys think? Who are your favorite frenemies? Oh my god, Londo and Jakar, definitely. Love. Starfuse do look like a TIE fighter and an X-Wing much together. A little bit. My dad got me to watching this when it was on. It keeps reminding me of him. And that's the reason why I met Knights of Osiris. Oh, that's so sweet. I actually did have a romantic moment once where I did kind of fall for somebody because of Babylon 5 and ended up flying halfway around the world, too. So, that didn't end well. As they never do, but... Still love Babylon 5. Dukat and Garrick? Yeah, Dukat and Garrick. Well... Maybe Odo and Quark. Dukat and Garrick didn't have the respect for each other, I don't think. I don't think Garrick ever had the respect for Dukat that Londo and Jakar have for each other. Londo here, not wrong, but not for the right reasons. Random technician at Londo Jakar. How long have those two been married? Yeah, they do fight like a married couple. Quark and Cisco can barely stand each other. That too. Yeah, but I don't think Cisco has respect for Quark that Londo and Jakar have for each other. You think about Go-Go the Dodo, Yo-Yo Son. Okay, that's the one you guys are talking about from Tiny Toons. Lando and Jakar played off each other well. Amazing actors help, of course. Yes. Yeah, that is absolutely true. Yeah, I think Lando definitely one of my favorite characters of all time. He has such heart to him. He has jovial. He enjoys life. As and he is evil and he is good and he is conscientious and he is selfish all at the same time. And there you don't write like a villain like Lando or an anti-hero like Lando as sympathetic. Like Thanos is a pussy compared to Lando. I'm sorry. Thanos is just a bitch compared to Lando. Thanos does not have that compassion or that depth. Hands down. Q and Picard, Ricky Schnerstein says, yeah, Q and Picard, absolutely. Lando's very good. You can tell Katsulas loved playing Jakar. I think they all loved playing their characters. I think everybody loved who they were on this show. It's like they took such pride in it. You can tell when an actor is not happy because they do a shitty job when they're not happy in a role. Jakar reminded me a little of Dargo on Farscape. I'm gonna have to pay attention. Lando's a very good tragic character. Yeah. Oh, he is absolutely like a Greek emperor. Just or he I think Babylon 5's character depth is on par with Game of Thrones any day. Just look at Londo Mollari. I mean, seriously, just the tragic character of Londo just can take the cake of anybody in Game of Thrones easy. Hope the JMS deliberately set out to make a great work environment. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, JMS is a smart guy. He's a very smart guy. Miller in the Expanse reminds me of Garibaldi. Okay. Really ate it up in Legends of the Rangers. I do have Legend of the Rangers too. And the Lost Tales. What do you want, you moon-faced assassin of joy? Such a good line. Gosh, is out of his suit. Gosh is glowy. Legend of the Rangers is bad. It's not as good. No. But it's just one little TV movie. It had some interesting ideas. It's such a cool encounter suit costume too. That would be a fun build. Lana reminds me of Napoleon. Exactly. Oh, he's very much a Napoleon character. The Jakar scenes alone are worth the purchase price. Yeah. This is why I have the DVDs. This series is infinitely rewatchable. It has moments where you just stop. And this is the first episode. I'm not annoyed. I'm not pissed off. Nothing's bothering me about this. There's nobody I dislike. Even the bad guys you don't dislike. They're interesting. You have to make your characters interesting. I wonder if Lando's had enough to drink here. Baxter Station gave me a little B5 tingle too. Ooh, I might have to check that out. Punching things The punching things in space bit is naff as hell. But I saw it a few months ago, and I've watched the series, I'd say. Oh yeah, the getting into the thing to punch the objects, yeah, on Legend of the Rangers. It was all right. It was an interesting enough premise. It was an interesting pilot. E5 is one of the few shows where I never got secondhand embarrassment from stories or plots or wanted to stop watching. Yeah, absolutely. I have, it's not, you take pride in being a Babylon 5 fan. It's nothing like, I'm a Babylon 5. No one ever gets mad at you for liking Babylon 5. Okay, here's an obscure UK TV show, Crime Traveler. Ooh, Crime Traveler. I might have to watch that. The punching objects was the replacement for a cool moving gunnery chair due to budget cuts. Yeah. Let's pretend like Legends of the Rangers never happened, Mr. Miles says. Yeah, it didn't go anywhere, it didn't make any sense, and it didn't make any difference. And it didn't ruin anything previous. It still was in the same universe. There's just kind of a whole lot of nothing. Even Veer is so good at this. Like, Stephen First is Veer. Well, he was also Fanboy in Freakazoid, for people who didn't know. He plays such a good, well-meaning, sweet, caring person. And I love how he keeps his sense of self, even around all of the insanity around him. Like Veer is so well written. He's such a secondary character, and he's just amazing. And his story arc. Babylon 5, man. The Expanse Steel is cleverly and well written in your face too, and is definitely its own thing and it deserves all its credit. Alright. Primeval was kind of fun. I swear JMS must have been cursed or something. The amount of problems he had with B5, especially after the run, trying to get a new series with working. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad. Veer's amazing. Love his scene with Jakar in the elevator. There's a lot of great elevator scenes. Londo and Jakar trapped in an elevator is one of my all-time favorite TV moments ever. Jerry Doyle was all, I'm working with Flounder when Steven first started on the show. And I saw B5 from the start and had an Amiga. I loved it from the get-go. I did watch a few episodes here and there. It's one of those shows that if you miss it, you can't go back. I mean, you'll miss half of the plot. So, well, between that and there was like a lot of, I want to say I had like time slot issues, and it aired at a weird time for me. So I did go back and watch it in retrospect. Trapped in an Elevator is really a generic plot. Well, the Trapped in the Elevator Stargate Atlantis episodes are great. Yeah, there's a lot of great Trapped in the Elevator moments. Amiga is still awesome. Jerry Doyle would fit in well in Animal House. Oh, absolutely. Well, and then that's one of the things people don't realize, how awesome Stephen First was too. I mean, he was really, he should have been up there higher. I mean, I think, well, he has his fans and he's definitely well known, but he could have been so much more. Amiga is still in my loft. They moved time and networks, and there's no live streaming then. Yeah, there wasn't streaming services, but they still kept going. His Launch of Jakar elevator was a greatest of the elevator sci-fi scenes. It's probably one of my favorite TV moments. I don't know how far behind you guys are from what I'm seeing. Here, I'm gonna refresh. Steven First directed some Crusade episodes. I didn't know that. Well, I probably did in retrospect, but yeah, that's awesome. There wasn't really that much internet. Yeah, well, I mean, there was message boards back then. Like, there was definitely... There was definitely, like, message boards. Alright, pull this up here. Dial-up was so much fun. Oh, I don't miss dial-up at all. Jamis was mainly on CompuServe back then, was he? Had an Andy's Mint in front of me. Sorry. Those should not be so good. Have I watched through Farscape? I've watched 3 episodes of Farscape. And I'm enjoying Farscape. It's actually not bad. JMS was on the first creators to interact with fans online. Yeah, and I see him on Twitter all the time. People ask him questions and he answers them, and he seems pretty cool. And actually, he doesn't really have a problem. So a lot of people don't know, JMS was involved in a lot of the creation of She-Ra with Filmation back in the day. And he actually doesn't have a problem with how She-Ra looks now. I disagree with him respectfully because I think that something like She-Ra should if enough fans are upset about redesigns for anything, then they should be not done. You know, it should be like an overwhelmingly positive fan reaction to a redesign before you should be allowed to do it. Farscape gets amazingly good. Farscape gets better. Hello, Captain Evil Stopper! The Lurker's Guide to B5, which arcade has a lot of comments, is still up. Oh, that's cool. JMS worked on the real Ghostbusters, too. He did. Well, was it the real Ghostbusters or the Filmation Ghostbusters? Because I know he worked on Filmation with She-Ra. I don't remember watching Farscape joke. The Farscape joke SG1 made. Yeah. I did see that. Well, I'm a huge Stargate fan, so I remember the Farscape joke for sure. Because I had Thor as the puppet. I knew enough of Farscape to definitely get the joke. I always wish I'd seen more Babylon 5 when it came out. It was on the same time as Deep Space Nine. I was forced to choose between the two of them. Then it was rescheduled so many times I lost track of the show. I do remember losing track of the show because of all the reschedulings. Oh, I love all the alien races. So we have the subtitles on screen so you guys can sync up as you watch along on Amazon Prime, or YouTube has them available for purchase through Google or through whatever YouTube has them from. Probably straight through Warner. And this is why it's like tilted and watermarked, just in case they have bots out there, it won't pick anything up. And we don't have any sound, and we don't really have any video going. Hero had the B5 joke, of course, did it? Farscape is amazing, and I don't usually get bored with this series, mercilessly torturing their characters, but this is the exception. Stephen Perry also worked on the real Ghostbusters. Then he went to write a ton of Aliens novels. I have the B5 icons and WAV files on my desktop. Loved turning on my PC to the B5 theme. Oh, that's good. That's good. The Babylon 5 theme song is so well done. It's so epic and intense, and it's very intense. I love it. Playing just the subs on is a smart idea, to be honest, on the streams. And yeah, because I don't mind getting claimed. I don't mind losing the monetization for the video, because this is fun. I don't care about getting like 20 cents of ad revenue or something on this. And I really think Babylon 5, like, over on Nerdrotic channel, Viking Bitch loves Farscape, loves promoting Farscape, right? That's her favorite thing. For me, it's Babylon 5. I would love to turn you guys all on to Babylon 5 if you haven't seen it. Maybe we can get something remastered or get another series. Not a reboot, not a remake, a continuation. Or Babylon 4. So it begins. Who knew? Oh, and so it begins. Smoke. Who knew he was a B5 fan? This works great. I hope it does. Yeah, and I want them tilted, and there's a little bit of a watermark, so just in case. Seraph knows all of the tricks of so I asked him for advice because he used to do anime reactions, so he knows all of the tricks to avoid the bots. I forgot President Clark was mentioned in the very first episode. Yeah. Oh yeah, President Clark was definitely, the election was mentioned. They were talking about who they were going to vote for between Santiago and and I can't remember who the other candidate was, but I never knew or met anyone that knew Farscape, let alone watched it. Wow. I've actually heard of it. I didn't really watch it, though. But Babylon 5 was definitely my thing. I think I saw a few episodes, but they never reran the whole series of Farscape when I was ready and willing to watch it. I think by the time I'm like, oh, I'm going to DVR all of these, then like it was halfway over. And they didn't re-wrap it. They didn't re-air it. Started watching Babylon 5 a week ago. Currently on season 2, episode 12. It is easy to get through. It is an easy watch. It is definitely an eager watch. Jakar getting a good old rant in there. Rubicon Alpha, huge Farscape fan. I know. I'm enjoying what I've seen of Farscape. I watched the first 3 episodes. Farscape was in a good time slot in the UK and was widely watched here. The problem I had with Farscape is the theme song. Got used to it eventually. It sounds a little too much like Xena using Bulgarian folk singers. Yeah, the Farscape theme song doesn't bother me. It's not nearly like as epic as Babylon 5's, but the B5 fan group I belonged to had a Farscape offshoot. I believe it. There's a lot of crossover with a lot of these 90s sci-fi series. Newspaper Garibaldi has is full of spoilers for later that season. I didn't notice that. Didn't BBC run Farscape? I don't know. Farscape is the only show that inspired me to write fan fiction. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever written fan fiction, like, officially. Claudia Black is bae. You know, I think one of the things I would love to see is, like, a live-action Uncharted movie, like, film franchise. With Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake, Claudia Black as the character she plays, Emily Rose as the character that she voice acts, and, you know, I would love to see that. I would absolutely love to see that. But definitely the 2 female characters, you need the actual actresses who voice act. It just makes sense. So yeah, Uncharted needs a series, and you need Claudia Black in there. Claudia Black is in all kinds of video games, though. She does amazing voice work. Yeah, see strange sci-fi watch Lex. Yeah, the first episode is on YouTube somewhere of Lex. No, Londo, don't do it. Londo. Oh, Oh, telepaths. See, and I love that they already set up what telepaths do in the previous episode. Yep, there you go. She's smart. At least she knows. At least she knows she has to go and tell somebody. And I love that they treat telepaths as real, as a real thing, because they have testing on how to do it. Like it's none of this. Well, we don't believe in psychic stuff. It's just a fact in this universe. Yes, Amazon Prime does have the old series if you do want to watch. I don't know if it's Lex you're talking about. It also has Babylon 5 if you guys do want to watch along. B5 got bumped for everything on my local channel. I had hours of wasted VHS recordings trying to watch it later. I know, that sucks. I kind of remember that. I remember those days when, like, well, didn't TBS always have sports? It always had, like, Atlanta Braves games or TNT or whatever channel it was on. Yeah, they always had Atlanta Braves games, so it would always go over Babylon 5. More useless trivia. A former girlfriend of Prince Andrew was in Red Dwarf. I believe it. I believe it. Prince Andrew. Didn't people throw a fit when he married Fergie, but then I don't know. Hello, Stephanie B. Welcome. So we have a sync point with the subtitles in case anybody wonders, and this, we're not actually airing the thing just to avoid actually broadcasting a series I don't own the copyright to. So, but we have the subtitles up just so you guys can follow along if you are watching. My hair looks great. Thank you so much. My camera keeps like focusing on me or adjusting. Said royal girlfriend was Koo Stark, the porn star. Oh no. BBC 2 and C4 were the channels for sci-fi stuff. Oh, that's cool. Or Channel 4. See, when I went to the UK, Channel 4 was all kind of reality shows. Or I think it was Channel 4. I only got to go to the UK for 2 weeks. I really loved it. I'd love to go back. So much love to go back. I don't have any messages to. She had one skin flick that hardly makes her a porn star. Well, it depends on how much of the skin flick was. You had to watch your pork jump off that shelf. Is he falling? He might be falling. The one behind me for sure is kind of sliding down further and further. I don't know if you can see. There. This one. That one's definitely falling. I do have two of the same porgs. Oh, this show. Like, this show is one of the awesome, amazing sort of examples of good sci-fi. Just look how long Babylon 5 looks. That hallway looks like it goes on forever in the background. Watch him run by. That's what I need. I need like a porg animation to pop up. You're not allowed back in the UK. You just want to plant a Cthulhu offspring here. No, I would want to stay though. That's the problem. I'd want to stay. I liked it there. I really liked it there. When I was in the UK, 85 to 87, there was only BBC One, 2, ITV, and Channel 4. Yeah, and now you got like cable and Sci-Fi Channel, Sky, all of those. I'd like to see Helen Slater naked. Not that one. The current one, unfortunately, has a homemade porno. Claudia doesn't like telepaths. Well, Ivanova doesn't like telepaths. I do kind of like the little restaurant-y, I don't think they're showing up on screen much, but they're little bar snacks, sort of. I love all the little alien dishes and futurist sort of dishes that they have in the background of these. They did a lot of the same stuff in Quark's Bar with a lot of the props. But we know that, Robert April! We know that she is! I didn't want any spoilers, or in many, but yeah. Was the glory days only 4 channels to choose from? Too many now. Most of it repeats and reality crap. That's what I did remember seeing in the UK, was a lot of the reality shows. Yeah, the drugs. Don't be a telepath and not join the Psi Corps. See, I love that they have a reason to be against the Psi Corps, you know? Ivanova has damn good reason for a prejudice against Psi Corps. This is strong writing. Sorry, I just gotta be quiet and watch this. I've to sit in the Air Force with 2 years in England. See, that's a great way to go. You can just stay there. For me, I had to like fly there, and you can only really stay if you're an American. You can only really stay for 6 months. If you're lucky enough to be able to afford to stay for 6 months. Glad to see the party is still going strong. Oh, and thank you so much for the holy crap, $5 donation, Stephanie B. Thank you so much. That's through Streamlabs. I really appreciate that. I didn't see what it said. I gotta pop that up to make sure I read it all the way. It does show in all my Streamlabs here. And yeah, the Streamlabs link is the one that YouTube doesn't take 30% of. So if I don't see the super chat pop up, I'll at least have the audio alert. Aliens watching Daffy Duck! An alien watching Daffy Duck. Oh, I love the new Delenn makeup. She's so gorgeous. I always thought she kind of reminded me of Judy Garland a little bit. The Corps' mother, the Corps' father. It sounds like inbreeding to me. Yeah, a little bit. I remember an episode of B5, they did a day in the life of the station. They had a Psi Corps ad. Yeah, they did. Dylan didn't look impressed by the popcorn. She did not. Alright, thank you for being you, it says. And thank you for being you, Stephanie. You were awesome as well. Gotta make sure I have that up. Oh, there's a problem. Well, we gotta go to the next episode, right? Love Duck Dodgers, and Tom Jones did the same, or did the theme for the series. Did he? Yeah, Dylan's reaction to popcorn is great. She's like, yep, it's a thing. I love how aliens like don't understand a lot of human eating culture or eating habits, and Yeah. They really made the aliens believably alien. That's such a good show. Oh my god, it's such a good show. Where's the next episode? Go to the main menu here. Oh, it just gives me that. It just gives me that. Fine, do it. Who's in the coffin? My Warlock guitar is in the coffin. Is one of my guitars. I need to refill my soda. Yeah, we'll take like a quick break to reset here and make sure I have the right episode pulled up. Since the rest of the series is widescreen, though. Title. Why there? Oh, 12. Title 2? Is that right? Is this right? Is this the right episode? DVD drive. We can see it, hopefully. Where does it show us the episode title? Make sure we have the right one. Well, we get the doctor here. Is it in a keyframe? Soul Hunter. Is Soul Hunter the next episode? I gotta make sure I get the right episode pulled up here. I'm not used to using VLC Media Player for DVDs, so fun fact. It is Soul Hunter. Awesome. So, the next episode, Disc 1, Episode 2, Soul Hunter. Oh, the Soul people guys, the Soul Collectors. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Those guys are cool, too. Awesome. So, everybody have snacks. Everybody have something to drink. Everybody use the potty break stuff. Or the necessary room, as it were. We'll probably only do one more episode. I think that, like, it's basically the equivalent of 4 episodes. So... But, I mean, we might have to do 6 just because we want to finish out the disc, maybe. I don't know. Another B5 I liked was the one with Danica McKellar. Oh, where she played, like, a teenage Centauri. Yeah. Well, pretty much every episode of Babylon 5 was good. I don't recall really seeing any bad ones. I do want another Andy's Mints. I do have the little box here. No Hurricane to sip on. No, this is just Diet Coke. Okay, so McDonald's stopped selling Coke Zero to have this dumb Sprite mix stuff. Like, I don't want to try that. I want Coke Zero, so I have stupid Diet Coke instead. And that's how I can, like, eat a few Andy's Mints here and there. Lore, obviously, the word Minbari is never actually used in any Babylon 5 episode. Say Minbari. I don't know if the way I pronounce it is correct or is clear. Candy is my jam. Me too. Sweets, snacks, chips. So Captain April's back. These are a little melty. So. I probably don't need, I probably don't need to update any of this stuff. Holy crap. 48 thumbs up, 35 people watching. Like, thank you guys so much for just hanging out, watching me watch Babylon 5, watching it with me, if you guys are watching along at home. I don't know if I spell any of them correctly. I only ever heard them. Let's see. That. It's your Transformers joke. Oh. I don't like talking with food in my mouth, but... So how's everyone doing in chat? Try and get the candy out of my mouth before I start talking. Yeah, I think it's with an N. M-I-N-B-A-R-I. So I don't know if it sounds like I'm saying that. But yeah, that's how I say it. I do it all the time. I have to do better. It's one of those things, like, if you're just snacking all day, then yeah, you might be you might be pretty inclined to have a snack. So I did grab lunch before the stream started as well. And that is pretty fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Like I said, I'm not gonna monetize the video. So hopefully the worst thing that will happen, if anything, is a copyright claim. I will be so sad if we get strikes. It'll be something where I'd have to like stream over on Twitch and then put it out on Twitter or make a video before I go live every time or something. It won't be the worst thing that would happen, but it would probably kill my YouTube channel pretty quickly. Oh. Your favorite episode of Babylon 5? What is my favorite episode of Babylon 5? There's so many. God, anything with Morden, anything with Shadows, any season end, any series finale, like pretty much any season end is good. There's too many to name. They're so good. I quite like the Gropos one. Alright, are we ready? Everybody's back. Everybody's like got their snacks, got their drinks and stuff. And we are set watching. Now we are on Soul Collector. Soul Hunter. The Soul Hunter episode with the Soul Collector guy. Episode 2, Disc 1. And watching along, if you guys want to watch along on Amazon Prime, they have them available. They have, YouTube has the episodes, $1.99 an episode. Let's go and start. I like to watch a good episode of Babylon 5. They're all good episodes. They're all good, in my opinion. So yeah, the subtitles, like, when they have the credits, it'll be a little messed up, but that's just for your syncing points, too. Just so you have some text on screen so you know where to sync it up. The CG ships are a little dated. A little dated. They're really good for the time, though. Dr. Franklin! See, I love that we know who our chief medical officer is. Rubicon Alpha, holy crap, $5 super chat. After seeing Babylon 5 once again, when you ask why, with all the money and tech in the world, STD can't write a truly fun and enjoyable sci-fi episode. I know. And I'm sad because I want to like Discovery, and Discovery is punching me in the face every 5 minutes. And it's a little hard to like something that's punching you in the face constantly and telling you it's a kiss, right? But yeah. There's a lot of lore in them stand out. It's hard to say though, as they sort of blend together as it's serialized. That too. I mean, you'll have like 3 or 4 episode arcs, or clusters that are really amazing. Taking money doesn't guarantee good writers. Yeah, you could have the best writer on a shoestring budget, and I mean, look at Doctor Who. Look at Tom Baker Doctor Who. Any Douglas Adams written Doctor Who. That is a shoestring budget and a half. Cheap as fuck, and Doctor Who had some amazing storylines. Genesis of the Daleks, you know, comes to mind as well. Yeah. The 5 Doctors. any Doctor Who. Like, Doctor Who just had some great writing. Free Space B5 mod was amazing back in the day. The Pyramids of Mars. Yeah. But pretty much any, like, Tom Baker era Doctor Who. No budget. When Sinclair says Babylon 5, I just hear it translate naturally into yawn. Sinclair does that. Sinclair is doing very, very noir. Very film noir. And they all kind of talk like that. 9 was my doctor. When I was a kid, Sylvester McCoy was the current doctor that was on. But I also watched the reruns of Tom Baker and Peter Davison and Colin Baker. Once in a while, you would get like a John Pertwee episode arc or something, but not a whole lot. They tended to air on PBS. They tended to air a lot of Doctor Who with Tom Baker because he was always the favorite. The Babylon Project is a dream given form. Tom Baker was the best. Tom Baker was the best. I love David Tennant, though. He was so amazing. Absolutely love him. My favorite episode is Parliament of Dreams, an episode dealing with all the various religions. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's that. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. And the monsters in Doctor Who was a person wrapped in green bubble wrap. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk cheap cardboard sets, but just really well-written sci-fi. Your average Discovery fan would never sit and watch, like, a John Pertwee episode of Doctor Who, or a Colin Baker Doctor Who. They wouldn't even know who that is, probably, your average Discovery fan. David Tennant is popular as the girls want to jump his bones. Yeah, I can see that. He's certainly very pretty. But he's got, like, the twinkle in his eye, though. I think that's why girls like him. Tennant wasn't bad, but the writing, again, got worse towards the end. Yeah. STD wouldn't know what good sci-fi is. Yeah, Babylon 5 is an arc in space. STD fans wouldn't know what good sci-fi is. Yeah. Well, I think they would, but I think they just don't understand they can dislike something. We kind of are in this no negativity sort of culture where they like everything, no matter how bad it is. And nothing gets a low score on Rotten Tomatoes anymore. A bad movie only gets about a 60%. I'm partial to John Pertwee. Yeah. And I think a lot of it just depends on who you see first and who you grow up with. Especially with Doctor Who. Doctor Who is definitely a show that you watch as a kid and kind of grow up with it. And Star Trek used to be that, and now Star Trek is not that show anymore. Star Trek Discovery needs to be welled up in brown sector. Yep. I would rather watch a brown sector series than Star Trek Discovery. You know, have it set in the rat burger food stands. Like Cheers. That just takes place in brown sector. Brown sector's too good. Gray 17. It's a shame the Love Hartnell and Troughton era were lost because some idiot BBC decided it would be a good idea to destroy the black and white archives. Oh yeah, that is true. Well, don't they have like the kinescope versions, or no? Subtitles. I'm sorry, I totally forgot the subtitles. I thought that they would just stay on. Thank you for reminding me. I thought they would totally stay on. Say Babylon 5 was the first sci-fi show where I was engaged in a conflict that had nothing to do with humans. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no. SD has done one good thing. It brought me to Doomcock. Me too. Me too. I would not have found the, well, Doomcock wouldn't have a channel. He would just be some guy, you know, trying to take over the world with nobody knowing about it. And, yeah. Yeah. And he has been, my channel wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know any of you people. Except, like, one or two of you who are from way back. But yeah, like, I would probably still be watching Midnight's Edge every now and then and be an unhappy Let's Player playing games that I enjoy and find amusing to little kids who just want to yell at me. So on my channel to SD, well, I kind of, yeah. Well, most likely I owe it to Ghostbusters 2016 because of Ghostbusters 2016 I found Midnight's Edge, and because of Midnight's Edge we found Doomcock. But Doomcock has really done so much to be that final push to say, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna switch the format. And I've been so much happier for it. Can't wait until someone gets a Doomcock tattoo. That would be awesome. Or get Harvey Cthulhu on your arm. Oh, man. That's how we went. Me to Doomcock to you. Yeah. Well, and Midnight's Edge is such a good, credible channel. That's why I love Midnight's Edge. Because they do their research. And when they do a report on something, you know, they don't just jump on the first garbage tier news article they see. They wait a couple of days and they do their research. Doomcock gave you STD. No, Doomcock is the cure for STD. He has a shirt. Go check out his merch shop. He has a shirt. I have a bunch of Harveys, including one just like Elvis. Oh, you have the Elvis one! Oh my god, the Elvis one is so cute! I saw the Elvis one, and there's a Dracula one, and there's a superhero one, and there's like a goth one. I love all those little Cthulhus. They're adorable. Well, you can see my Harvey back there. You have the one just like Dracula. That is so cool. There's a Christmas one. Yeah, the Christmas one. Well, the Christmas one is like my 16-inch. And he's got like little jingle bells. I've seen all of those and I want them all. I absolutely want them all. It's in your sleeve. I love that people are still falling for the shell game. Found Doomcock from Midnight's Edge. Then random from Doomcock. Well, thank you. The Goth Valentine and Halloween Cthulhu's as well. Oh, the Goth Valentine one is so sweet, too. Watch the Paul McGann reboot and all subsequent reboots. Okay, I saw the Paul McGann Doctor Who sort of reboot when it aired, like the night it aired on Fox in USA here. And I did see Paul McGann live in at the Comic-Con over in the UK when I went. They also had Sylvester McCoy, and they had Danny John Jules was at the Comic-Con. Chris Judge from Stargate. It was a really cool event. And random found me, and I found Doomcock through Abu Nas. Oh. Well, I followed I followed Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey because I saw his name on like the Ethan Van Sciver streams and the Geeks and Gamers streams, and I think a lot of us find each other through like Geeks and Gamers and Odin's movie vlog and blog, not vlog, and Comic Artist Pro Secrets and World Class Bullshitters. I think all these kind of channels all have a lot of similar fans, so I certainly watch all the channels. Hopefully you guys caught Doomcock last night on World Class Bullshitters. McGann will never get a series on TV. No, McGann is the radio doctor, though, and he's the audiobook doctor. I think Jodie is going to do just fine. Jodie Whittaker for Doctor Who. I don't have a problem with him gender swapping Doctor Who. I do have a problem with him gender swapping Doctor Who now. In a day where pretty much everything is kind of SJW sort of propaganda, so. McCann's Big Finish Doctor Who audios are good. Oh, okay. I've heard that a lot of people like his Doctor quite a bit. Like, people were there to see him. I mean, he would obviously not have a reason to be at a Comic-Con if he wasn't loved by the fans, so. I think the timing was accidental, but it is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they intended to do it now, but I think, like, having that now is kind of, with, especially, like, in the 2016 Ghostbusters crap, and with Ocean's 11, and the Terminator, and, yeah. Flash Pizza delivery trailer did not look good. Oh, it looked fine. Which Flash Pizza delivery trailer? Oh, yeah. Actually, no. Now I think about it, no. It didn't even give us, like, the TARDIS noise. It didn't give us a couple of the notes of the theme song. Doctor Who needs the TARDIS and the theme song. If you don't have those two things, like the doctor is like a secondary character almost. You need the theme song. The theme song is as much of a character as the Dalek sound effects. And if we don't have Daleks coming back, we don't have TARDIS sounds. They kind of killed Misty as the master. I can't forgive them for that. Or killed off Missy. Did they kill off Missy? I don't remember them killing off Missy. Anytime they changed the doctor to a woman, it would have been seen as a publicity stunt. But it is unfortunate with the connotations it has now. I wish I could divorce it from that. And sadly, that's going to be in everybody's subconscious while watching it. We're gonna know what SJW kind of nonsense is going on now. It's like we kind of live in a world where men and women work together as equals, or at least they should, and women should not be out there male bashing and telling men or perceiving men and portraying men as kind of weak, helpless little cowards. Yes, Missy's gone. The actress won't be returning to play the role because the new guy behind Doctor Who wants to do his own thing. Of course they want to do their own thing always. She might be dead, she might not be. Well, if they're not gonna bring her back for the show. I have problems with aspects of the movie, but I respect what he did with the role, particularly subsequently. That said, I'm happy to write extended universe as long as I don't have to absorb it. Wish they'd done it before Sylvester McCoy. Yeah, before Sylvester McCoy would have been good. Like having that happen in like the 70s. Like maybe right after Colin Baker, in between Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, something like that. Or instead of Colin Baker, because Colin Baker to me looked a little too similar to Tom Baker with the curly hair. Instead of Colin Baker, yes. I would have watched a cinema series of Missy turning good, or at least trying. But yeah, that could have been interesting. I think with Missy, she's not going to turn good, no matter what. Yeah, just for laughs. Blue Peter or something. Curse of the Fader Death. He was the worst doctor. I don't think Colin Baker was the worst doctor. I think he was just not memorable. Oops. I accidentally hovered for too long. I'm sorry. Did you see the last episode of Doctor Who? Missy did turn good. I thought Missy ended up like killing the Master though. So I don't think she turned good completely, as far as I remember. Like she killed her previous regeneration. From what I remember. But I don't remember her turning good. I think she did one good deed. He's such a sweet man. He loved Doctor Who. Colin was the victim of the writing. Yeah. Well, it wasn't his fault. Like that whole season, or his whole run, was like just not super memorable. Michael Grade destroyed the show. At least he killed the Master and he killed her right back. Oh, okay. I must have missed that. I must have missed that. I wish the War Doctor wasn't a thing and it actually was just the Paul McGann Doctor. Exactly. They didn't need to bring in John Hurt. They could have just used Paul McGann. I don't know why they couldn't have done that. And then they could have tied it together to the one in-canon incarnation. They really should have done that. Especially when he only has so many regenerations anyway, and then they rewrite that again. So, yeah, this is the last episode. After this episode, we will call it quits for the day. Because I think Doomcock is going to be streaming, from what I heard. I think he's going to be streaming this evening. I also think Trek Yards is going to be streaming this evening. So, it depends on who you wanna hang out with and watch tonight. As I recall, the Director General of the BBC at the time of Colin's Doctor hated sci-fi shows and was interfering. Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, or like somebody who doesn't understand the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. Colin Baker's a good actor. I still don't understand how people can like McCoy for actor. That was a terrible script. Oh, Sylvester McCoy is a fun actor, though. I like him. He's hilarious. I don't really... I mean, the era he was on... Well, there's a reason why everybody says Tom Baker is their favorite. Like, 4th and 5th Doctor are definitely my favorites from that era. From the old Doctor Who. He wanted Doctor Who to do the same stuff Star Wars did. But wasn't willing to pay for it. Ugh. Well, useless trivia. Paul McGann did Alien 3 about 4 years prior to the Doctor Who movie. Oh, I didn't know that. Your version of good is not absolute. It's vain, arrogant, and sentimental. The Missy quote. So much of like the last few seasons of Doctor Who I just tuned out because I hated Clara as a companion, and then with like Bill I just didn't really pay a whole lot of attention by the time Bill was on. I think my kind of excitement for Doctor Who really dwindled. It's definitely one of those shows it's definitely a play a video game while watching sort of show at this point for me. I mean, I'll give the Jodie Whittaker stuff a try. I'll probably watch it for you guys, and talk about it on the channel for sure, but maybe do some reviews or something, but I don't know. Doctor Who really went downhill for me once it kind of became this thing that, like, a lot of young kids, like 20-year-olds really get into. Do you not like Bill because you're sexist? No, I like Bill just fine. I actually really like Bill. Clara killed it for me, and I just never got that excitement back. And it wasn't anything to do with anything. Like, I even really liked Capaldi. It's just my excitement never came back because of Clara. I rather liked Clara. I'm sorry. I really hated her. I really hated her. It's okay to like her. I hated her because she treated the Doctor like an idiot. She treated him like he was just a man. Oh, you're just a man. What do you know? I have to come in and save you because I am the savior of all men. That's just how I saw her. Also, the whole Mr. Pink relationship thing. They were so awkward, had no chemistry. I did not buy them as a couple at all. Oh, hated every minute of her romance. Perry was annoying as hell. Seems starting with Amy, the companions became more important than the Doctor. Yes. I wasn't a huge fan of Amy either. I loved Catherine Tate's companion. That was probably my favorite. Russians understand these things. Yep. See, I love the fix of Delen's makeup. She looks so... Like, you have a beautiful actress. Don't cover her face. I love how they show that she's just so racist against soul hunters, but she kind of has good reason to be. And you can totally understand why these soul collectors go around collecting souls of important people, too, to preserve them, because they think they're doing the right thing. Oh, again, suck it, Thanos, the soul collectors, too. My favoriteest companion was Sarah Jane Smith. Everybody's favorite companion was Sarah Jane Smith from the original, absolutely. The original Who, absolutely Sarah Jane. For the new stuff, it was Donna for me. Love Donna. Both Daxes are even more gorgeous with the spots. Hey, Pond is the best. Oh, I disagree. My favorite was Donna of the new. So who used the name Ducat first? Did Deep Space Nine or did Babylon 5? I want to say Babylon 5 used the name Ducat first. It was funny that they both had aliens called Ducat. Look at the comic relief skit with David Tennant and Catherine Tate. I've seen that. I've actually seen that. It's great. Random likes Donna. I hated Donna. I love Clara, but Random hates Clara. I think we need to take this outside. I'm sorry. Hey, at least we can agree Stargate was amazing. No. He knows that she's more important than an ambassador. B5 did first. Yeah, and they both had Alita. Well, one was L-E-E-T-A and one was L-Y-T-A, I think. But that's kind of a... I can forgive that one. But of course, Lita the Doppel Girl was years after. I don't think she was in the early episodes of Deep Space Nine. Satai, does that involve soy sauce? No, Satai is a very important member of Minbari culture. Look up a movie called, starring David Tennant called United. Who's good in that? I will. B5 first, DS9 borrow, JMS's script to start. Rather interesting story. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that earlier in chat. Romana one was so good that Tom Baker couldn't stand it. He had Kidder replaced with a more subdued replacement. Yeah, but Sarah Jane Smith was amazing. Great Council, I was just teasing. Well, the Great Council is, like, amazing, too. It's about Manchester United. Oh, the movie is about Manchester United, the football team? Mary Tam +2 alpha for Tom. Satire. Every American's right. I do love these background aliens that they have here, too. I don't think they're Drazi. No, these guys aren't Drazi. The one kind of looks like he could be. Oh my god, Nagrath. This is another really awesome mantis-looking creature. You could absolutely see why, like... Okay, an insectoid sort of being... You can absolutely see, like, why they wouldn't have our same language. They would need a translator on their chest. Oh, he's so creepy. He's so creepy. The original Romana was so cute. Love Romana 1. Still do. Tall, dark-haired, amazingly talented, witty, takes no crap. What more could you want? Did Tom marry Romana 2? This type of show works so well that you can bring in just any sort of alien character. You can have murder plots, you can have political debate plots, you can have so much take place on a space station. That just having a setting like that lends so much to science fiction writing, like and something like Discovery could. You could have so much good science fiction writing if it would just take its head out its ass with this stupid spore drive. You know, or even if it had the spore drive, you could spore anywhere and explore stuff. You could be like Lost in Space spore drive sort of show and be trying to warp back home. And sure, it'd be a copy of Voyager, but... Later she married Richard Dawkins. you kind of forget, like, how good these shows are. You just want to stop and watch and appreciate, and appreciate, like, the nuances. Just the little things that they show in the background, you know, the, like the signage, they have it in all these languages. Because you would have, like, a common language per main species that somebody could read. Kind of like Japan, you have stuff in, like, English, and you have stuff in Japanese, and so they got the insect dude that ran the black market on B5. He just up and vanished. They probably couldn't afford the puppet, or something might have happened to it. Looked like an animatronic sort of puppet. They're both good Romanas. That was the idea of a Time Lord, to change personality. I'm guessing there's a deliberate decision to have distinctly more inhuman aliens than a Star Trek show, than on the Star Trek shows of the time. There's no need for that dude to be a praying mantis, other than they can. Well, yeah, and it's interesting. I mean, I think that was always one of my complaints with Star Trek, is like all the aliens look too human. They would have all these aliens of the week, and some of them would just have a thing on their forehead, or they would just have a few makeup changes, or yeah, it was all like forehead of the week, nose of the week. Thanks for introducing me to Nerdrotic. They're fun. They are a fun group, and absolutely. If you guys want to subscribe to Nerdrotic, they're the Nerdrotic channel. They do pretty much live live recaps of shows. Their entire thing is live. And yeah, they're absolutely fun. They do a lot of evening streams. They're a very, very fun show. And Doomcock has appeared on there. He was on Friday, and everybody loves Doomcock. So ooh. So he is a bad guy. Nerdrotic is great. You tell the B5 got Trek to up their alien game. You started getting more than forehead prosthetics of the week. Yeah. And the forehead prosthetics of the week were one of the things that did bother me about Trek, because I think they could have done a little bit better. I think they could have had more creative teams in design. Like, these aliens really look alien. They look different. I was there, but way late. I made it 3 minutes left in the chat. I'm sorry. Oh, thanks for being here, Mr. Beach Channel. Did you see David Tennant and Catherine Tate on Buzzcocks? Yeah, well, I watched a lot of Nevermind the Buzzcocks, because I am a huge No Fielding fan. So, yes, I watched quite a lot of Nevermind the Buzzcocks. We love B5. They're doing the same sort of thing DS9 did. Got the same ratings, more or less, for about half the budget. Yeah, and that's true. They did half the budget, and there was, and like I said earlier, there was never anyone hating Babylon 5 or Deep Space Nine. It was I love them both, or I like one and just don't watch the other. It was never I mean, I think you had a few people saying, oh, it's just a ripoff of, but on both sides. And that was the only thing that people were angry about, was that they were really similar in that they both took place on space stations. But man, it was never like this, like with Discovery. Because with Discovery, people actually like get really, really livid and mad about it. So Gary Nerdog hit 5,000 subs on his birthday. Awesome. Well, congrats. That is so awesome. I love how, like, they just say, okay, souls are a thing. These aliens have a way to detect it. None of this, like, mythology and... Like, yep, it's just a thing. I love them both. Pen Farm Girl says, yeah. And there's love for both of them. B5 also did the first CGI starships, I think. I think they did. It was definitely... They were definitely the first with a lot of stuff. The CG does look a little dated now, to be honest. When Bob and I were in Colorado, I got a giggle out of the fact that there's a mall called the Zocalo, yeah. Well, they named it that because it meant marketplace, though, so. Depends on what scene Lancaster, where does the scene take place? Oh, okay, you guys are talking to each other. I think it would look better if they'd been able to do it in widescreen. Yeah. Yeah, I would have. That blood looks so fake. So fake. Unless Minbari blood is supposed to be clear like that. I don't know. Season 1 was on super souped up Commodore Amiga after they moved to more high-end gear. Our DVDs look better than on Amazon streaming. Well, Amazon did something. They did like a weird aspect thing. My DVDs are, I think, still first print, early release, so before they cropped them weird. Even Trek with 3 times the budget had to reuse models all the time. They did. So DS9 is still doing actual location work occasionally, while the closest B5 would get is having somebody step outside the sound stage and shoot them from a low angle and CGI in the background. Yeah, that is true. This show was entirely built on set. They weren't doing a whole lot of exploring other planets, and when they did go to other planets or locations, it was like CG backgrounds or, you know, green screen sort of effects. And it looked fine. I had no problem with the way the show looked, and it still is very watchable. It is incredibly watchable to this day. Hello, Jessica Butler! Welcome! The alien makeup was done by Octo Nerve Studios. Guess who owns it now? Glenn Hetrick. Glenn Hetrick. I mean, I thought he was better than that. I did not honestly realize he was doing the Discovery makeup until they announced they were changing the Klingon makeup again. That is true. She has a secret. It was for TV, and TV didn't have widescreen back then. Oh, some TVs did. Some TVs did have widescreens. Pay whatever amount of money it takes to get Rollamore and Renee back ST fixed. Yes. I wish they could. According to the B5 wiki, eagle-eyed viewers can spot the occasional Babel 5 alien making a background character in episodes of Buffy or Angel. Oh, that's interesting. Well, now that might be worth like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer watch party. Go ahead to Asgard for some wrestling. Well, thank you so much, Stephanie B, for being here, and say hi to Odin for me. We are going to be wrapping up the stream probably in like 10 minutes anyway, just because it's about dinner time. I gotta go cook. And we watched like pretty much 4 episodes, so I'm getting an insane amount of lag. I hope it's not doing like the copyright lag stuff. I hope it's not doing that. I can definitely check on my dashboard here. Let me look. But Mad Angel only went 5 seasons. I liked it better than Buffy. I've never actually seen either of them. Let's see. It doesn't look like I'm getting any lag on my end. Holy crap. People, like, we've had like 35, we have 35 people watching right now. That is amazing, you guys. Just hanging out, watching, you know, watching Babylon 5 on their end through Amazon or through their discs. Streams have been more solid than normal. That's good. I think it just depends on what server you guys are bouncing off of. I don't know if I need to privatize this or not. It'll probably get claimed. I imagine it'll get claimed. If it gets striked, I will be very, very sad. Or I could just privatize it immediately afterwards. What do you guys think? Or I could, like, unlist it. I could probably unlist it immediately afterwards. The mid-90s CRT widescreens didn't exist. No, but projection TVs did. And a lot of, like, the big HD TVs and projection TVs were coming out in the 90s. But yeah, I did not monetize the stream, so hopefully the copyright stuff won't be an issue. We aren't getting any ad revenue. You guys shouldn't see any ads at all when you click on this stream. So hopefully that's a thing. He's smart. He's curious. It was the tie. It was the tie. No. Could be anything, frankly. If you can't tell me, then I can't help. What? What are you talking about? I'm gonna bail, I'm afraid. It's getting late. I've seen so much lag. I'm so sorry. This is where we're ending the episode anyway. Like, well, as soon as the episode airs, it's like 3 more minutes. Hello, Darkslayer 289. We are on episode Soul Hunter, for any of us following along. They're really interesting. Oh man, I love that line. Life's full of mysteries. Consider this one of them. I can't talk even. Just afraid the bridge is still gonna be messed up from that last episode. Oh no. Guess I'll hang around then. It's the last half hour due to the lag. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not getting any lag on my end. We see Delenn letting the souls go free. Is it actually really cute that she's in her pajamas in this scene too? Or it kind of looks like she's in her pajamas. Instead of her ambassadorial robes, like just something she would be wearing in her quarters. It's not your fault, just bad luck. I know, I just feel so bad that like people who want to watch can't. She finished a half an hour ago, no lag here either. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. I'm not dropping anything on my end. I did drop down to 30 frames per second because my camera only does 1080p in 30 frames. Oh my god. So this episode was, I love the idea of a soul collector. I think they're probably my least favorite sort of aliens, just maybe because of how they look. And because didn't they do the Martin Sheen one later on with River of Souls? They did bring them back later on. But man, again, another good episode. Another good Babylon 5 episode. There's not any bad ones. Oh, that is so much fun. Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys like that? Do you like having the subtitles on to sync up? I like having the subtitles on to sync up. I think it's very fun. I think it's a little easier than having a counter. And then knowing a trick or two from like anime reaction channels on, like, and knowing a little bit how copyright bots go. I think having them like a little angled and a little bit watermarked isn't really a bad idea, for sure. Wasn't able to watch. My Babylon 5 set is on tape, not DVD, and we threw out a VHS player a while ago without thinking. I just stayed to chat with everyone, and that's what I noticed a lot with a lot of these watch parties. Everybody just kind of hangs out and reminisces about the episodes, and that's why I was thinking it isn't even a huge idea or a huge deal to have the episodes on screen for you guys, but we wanted some sort of sync mark if you guys are watching, or have it synced up in the background to kind of know what we're talking about. And I've seen enough of like World Class Bullshitters watch parties to know how they work, or Odin's movie blog. He also has watch parties. Sorry about hogging your stream. No worries. Watch Tomorrow Never Dies. I love this watch party. Well, thank you guys so much. And yeah, I didn't monetize it, so hopefully there won't be any copyright issues or any of that stuff. And and I know Nightbot is spamming the stuff. I'm sorry about Nightbot spamming everywhere. Isn't the Soul Collector the same actor as the guy who keeps the Doctor prisoner in the Orville episode? No. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's the same actor. I was sort of saying slight frame rate difference because UK copy put me out for a couple of minutes by my end. I'm sorry. Yeah, oh, the Janis Joplin shirt. That's one of my rock and roll shirts that I had to get. He's dated his grandfather. He goes, all hell Nightbot. No, that's the guy who gets killed by Naked Arnie in Terminator. I don't remember. I had tons of fun, even though our V5 DVDs are still in storage in Colorado, and I can't afford to get Prime back up and running. Yeah, no, and I know a lot of people just like to hang out in these chats, and a lot of people like to just have fun with stuff. So, oh yeah, I have links for my Twitter, I think, in the description. There's a thing where you guys can join the channel, and you get like an awesome badge. There should be right above you. It says join. And that gives you a badge for like $4.99 a month. You can sponsor the channel, basically. It's kind of like a Twitch subscription or something. And my channel was eligible for that back in gaming, and there's no reason why we can't still use it. And then if I get 3 sponsors or 3 members, I can get custom emojis, so we can have all kinds of awesome stuff pop up for like custom emojis. And yeah, so we're trying to get that available also for Doomcock, because everyone wants Doomcock emojis. So maybe we'll work out some sort of mecha random Doomcock collaboration emoji or something. Because as we all know, I am Mecha Random, one of the robots that Doomcock has built. So I am probably one of his robots. His grandfather, I meant to type a question mark. I don't know. Yes, again, Nightbot spamming donation links. Silly Nightbot. But yeah, the Nightbot link that just dropped, in case you guys were wondering, it is the one that goes through Streamlabs, and YouTube doesn't take 30%, but I don't want to be like, I think there's nothing more annoying than like when streamers are like, please give us money so we can bring, like, dude, I would do this for nothing. That's why I even turned off monetization on this video, because doing these sort of live streams definitely is something that I find way more fun than kind of staring at a computer or playing a video game at people who don't want to be here. and just to have like 35 people when we're wrapping up just means the world to me. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been an absolute blast. We've been going for 3.5 hours. Holy crap. And I know that Doomcock is planning on doing a stream tonight. I don't know if it's set in stone. I don't know if he has it like absolutely planned. But I think we were talking about sometime this week, me joining him on one of his streams. I don't think it'll be tonight unless I hear otherwise. But sometime this week I'll be over on his channel for a stream doing something. So, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. Also, head on over to Odin's channel. If you guys want to go over and say Random sent you, let me drop you a link in the description here. Odin is live, or he's going to be live, doing, let's see. Odin is late, so let me give you a link here. Copy, and this is going to be Odin's stream if you guys want to go over and hang out. Hello, Grand Inquisitor! For whatever reason, your live streams don't work on my TV. Nothing but constant buffering. I'm so sorry, Grand Inquisitor. That is so weird. It just depends on what server you guys go to. But yeah, Odin's movie vlog just started right now, so I dropped a link in his thing. I think the Soul Collector is the villain from Golden Voyage of Sinbad. Oh, he could be. He absolutely could be. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no reason why he couldn't be. That was Tom Baker. My streams are working fine now. Awesome. As long as like some of you, I don't know what it is with YouTube, and sometimes streams work, sometimes they don't. I know YouTube tends to only work for me in Chrome. It does not work in Firefox. It doesn't work in anything else, but it only works in Chrome for me. Works on my phone just fine. I don't know what's up with it. Chrome. It is Chrome. I don't know. It is just a Chrome thing. But yeah, hopefully people who are going over to Odin's movie blog channel, he is watching, he's doing live reactions of SummerSlam. Apparently SummerSlam's going on today. I didn't know it was going on today. So he's doing reactions for SummerSlam. What's Tom Baker in? Tom Baker was in Little Britain as the voiceover. Look at Brian Thompson of IMDb, at IMDb. I watch the Orville. Oh, watch the Orville. It's great. Here's a question. If you're a robot, do you have robot boob guns? I don't have robot boob guns that I am aware of. and from Austin Powers. What is it? I can't even do the motions. No, yeah, I don't have Austin Powers robot boob guns. Nope. But that is the rumor that I'm probably one of Doomcock's robots. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been a really fun stream. Prove it. Not on YouTube Live. That will be the thing that will absolutely get my channel flagged, but Fembot. I might be a Fembot. Brian Thompson shows up in so many genre shows. He does. He's the big bad in Golden Voyage of Sinbad. Ah, okay. Deadliest robots don't know they're robots until they activate. Well, yeah, because see, I'm probably a human. I don't know. It could be a robot. It has been suggested to me that I'm probably a robot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. It has been three and a half hours almost. It is about time for me to start making dinner. So I really appreciate that. I will probably be hanging out on Doomcock streams whenever he goes live. Hopefully he'll message me and let me know ahead of time. Also, if you guys want to go over and hang out with Odin's movie blog, he is doing a live reaction of SummerSlam. So, but yeah, thank you so much again. And, oh, I just noticed in last night's stream you enjoyed a good green pie. The oatmeal kind, yes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys on the next video or stream or whatever. Hopefully I'll get something made for you guys tomorrow. But bye!